one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
I went to the petting zoo and I let the goat lick my penis.
3, 2, 1, fight.
Uh-oh.
Well, the best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to. Anyway.
What the fuck was that?
Hello, what you doing?
Hello? Is there somebody there? Can you hear me? You're scaring me.
I'll cradle the balls, stroke the shaft, work the pipe, swallow the gravy. Get it over here, buddy. Let's do this.
Yum, 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 yum.
This is great.
Well, I think if they win, I should get all the credit, and if they lose, I should not be blamed at all, okay?
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
Fuck's sakes. Every fucking time this is just trouble with you.
Just squint when I come in here.
What?
It's awful.
It's like staring at the sun.
Are we going? God, this is why, it just continues. Fuck, my mic's fucked up. Welcome to our podcast, Taylor, me, Andrew, same as always.
That's such a depressing statement.
What, that it's the three of us again?
Yeah,
He's
because
just letting everybody know if they're not happy with the three of us, they can just go ahead and stop watching now.
No,
yeah, good point.
So when you do these podcasts, there we go. When you do these podcasts, you realize that what we started off talking about, nobody fucking gives a fuck about. First off, with like politics and stuff like that, there's other people out there doing it better, and there's so much of it. Nobody gives a fuck what we do. The only thing they like is our stupid shorts, and they really don't give a fuck about us, our podcast. They only care about our shorts.
And those are just us briefly ranting and raving in between actual segments in the podcast,
Well, it's
basically.
Yeah, no, it's part of the show. It's just people don't have. Fuck, Taylor.
It's just a clip. I'm going to check and see what my short is at.
Your short?
Yeah, the one you guys made of me talking about Robin.
It died, so it's at like 2,400 something. Like that.
So it lost steam then.
No, it didn't. We're slowly gaining steam. What you don't understand is they throw it out there, and when we first started putting up clips.
Yeah, the clips when we first started were awful. They didn't do well at all.
They didn't do well because they weren't getting pushed out to people. But as you get likes and comments, because that's the only thing that really matters, then they start pushing out your next clips to more people. And that's why, even though the one with Andrew, you're trying to bring up the view count by watching it and liking it. Even the one with Andrew that got 3,800 isn't as good as some of the ones in the past. It's getting pushed out to more people.
You should delete the old ones and re-upload them.
What are you doing? Now you're going to be fuzzy behind you.
No, I'm just scooting back a little bit.
I know. That puts a shadow on the wall. Does anybody want a jungle juice? You both brought coffee, so I'm guessing not.
I'll
I gotta drive.
One. If I drink it now, then I'll be sober.
This hardly has any alcohol in it. So we were planning a podcast. Tell me what you think of my jungle juice. Planning a podcast where we're going to have Joe the budget bartender, because Joe used to be a bartender. Jungle juice.
It's very alcoholic.
You can't even taste it.
It's extremely alcoholic.
Did it all
I can
settle?
taste a lot of the alcohol.
Dude, it's settled.
I don't know. I don't think it's settled. I told you.
It's settled. Let me mix it.
This is that's a disaster waiting to happen. Fruit punch and a lot of.
You can always hang out with his dogs inside the house for a couple hours after having that one drink.
No, swap me. I just mixed it again. Let me see if this is.
It won't be.
Is that super alcohol in there?
Why don't we have Taylor test?
I'm
Taylor.
good.
Just take a sip to see if there's massive alcohol in it.
Do a pussy won't.
He's afraid.
I'm not going to drink out of somebody else's cup.
Since
Sorry.
when are we in the middle of a pandemic? We're at the tail end.
Not even that much.
Not
Can
gonna
you taste the
drink out of
alcohol?
Someone else's
I can
cup.
taste the alcohol in it,
Can you?
but I wouldn't say it's that strong.
Very slight.
It's like 3 bottles of rum in there.
It doesn't even really have a kick to it, no. But
No.
you can taste the alcohol for sure.
It just tastes like punch.
It tastes like punch with alcohol in
With
it. Yeah.
Like, well, no, when I go and I get, when I go to like the bars and stuff like that, and I get a daiquiri or something like that, you get alcohol at the end of it. That's pretty harsh. I don't with this. It's mild, just barely any alcohol in
What
it.
kind of man orders a strawberry daiquiri?
I love them.
I love the fruity drinks.
Yeah, you're
I'll
not
get a
drinking
pina
this.
colada. I'll get a mojito. I'll get
mean,
something that I
like-
enjoy drinking. Not a double rum and coke or something like awful. I don't want
What
to go
about
to a
like an
bar.
Irish trash can?
Not
No?
if I plan on being vertical
Conscious?
for the next
All right.
couple hours.
So let me address this. So
Is this about the retard?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
and this is his new coworker.
I have no idea who this is.
It doesn't matter.
It
I
might.
remember. So I go down and I talk to Eli and I talk to Joe to come. Joe's going to be our budget bartender. It's going to be like, who's the one that always fucks around with Martha Stewart when she'd get on TV and she'd make her dish and you could see it. I had him planned to set up over there. We have a whole bar thing and everything. So you put back in the overlays? Oh, just take the overlay off. It's okay. There you go. I don't care. It's fine. So we had it all set up for Joe to come and make us budget drinks. And I was going to buy all the stuff and all that. So I text him like Wednesday and I said, hey, give me a list and I'll make whatever you need. Right. I go in the next day and I said to Eli, yeah, I know you guys are on Graveyard, but these guys want to do it early in the morning. He said, that's way too early. Can we do like 11?
They
I
had
said,
a day
An hour later.
to switch.
an hour later.
Like we're pushing it back half a day.
So already I'm getting the vibe that that Eli's not going to do anything, right? Okay, that's cool. I figure Eli's not going to do anything. Joe does not contact me until the day of the podcast and said, oops, sorry. So like 4 days later and goes, oh man, had something come up. Really?
I had something come up yesterday.
Well, that's fine, Taylor.
I'm
It was
just
in-
saying it happens.
Well, it does, but he had 3 days and all of that stuff. The reality was he was never coming.
Yeah, I don't
That
know.
was the reality. With you, I knew that you were coming,
So we're
regardless.
69ing him right now, right? Like he's done. He's
Oh, yeah.
not coming back.
69.
He-
That's not a term. What's the term?
Okay,
What's the term?
it's 89 or
86.
86,
Right now.
86,
Whatever.
86.
We're gonna 69 Joe.
He's 86.
Whatever.
Back at work. I can't wait.
I'm sure that's going to be a short.
69
69
right
him.
now.
Oh God, shorts just happen. You can't make them
You realize
happen.
it's been like 15 years since I've heard anybody use that term anyways, right?
86.
Yeah.
It's a military term.
Oh, well, it was a video game term
Oh,
when
yeah.
I used it
What was?
when I was a child.
86. It's a military
86.
term
Where does it originate from?
from the military. I can't remember. I did look it up at one time, but since I have no brain cells, probably from drinking too much punch. When you get done with that, I want you to try one more thing, and then 2 drinks, and then you're done.
That's over the legal limit.
No, we'll be here for 2 hours, and you'll be sweating.
Okay.
Um,
I'll be sweating. Yeah, crank up the lights.
do you
Zach.
like do you,
All
do you
that-
like root beer?
All that 69ing
Like
people,
beer.
like we talked about.
Yeah.
That's where the
You
sweat's
do
from.
like root beer,
As long as I don't taste cheese
cheese,
from the
What?
69ing.
Oh.
Yeah, I like root beer.
86ing. What's
Sorry.
where are we at 69ing? I'm
Because that's
confused.
what I originally said. We're still chuckling about that.
It wasn't funny.
The fact that my brain doesn't work.
It's called old age.
Yeah, well, it happens.
So on today's podcast, what I want to do is our first meme off was great. It was fantastic. The second one was just pathetic.
This one's even better.
We
This
didn't.
one's-
We didn't. But I know.
What?
But when we did
We're
this,
doing this again,
well, just
Fuck.
so I can sit here and act like I understand what's going on.
no. So
So I'd be looking up at this shit, going, "Oh yeah, I guess I may as well say that's funny."
So the second meme
I don't
off
get
that,
it.
that we did, I don't think we really care about. We were just trying to get through it in the podcast. It really didn't matter. And when I went back and watched it, it bothered me. So that's
It bothered
did.
you.
It
'cause of
bothered
how bad it was.
because we just didn't care. We were just trying to get through it. Like, fuck, who cares? So I decided we need another meme off where we actually try and we actually care with this one. And I think Andrew sent out stuff that he thinks is good for his audience.
They're very recent.
For
memes.
his audience being me.
Yeah. And
that hasn't worked out
don't know.
well for
Yeah,
the
wait.
last 2 times.
I picked ones that I thought would be hilarious.
I mean, this will be the 3rd time, so we're officially going to have a trend going
Well,
terrible at this
yeah.
if you fail again.
well, here's the best thing about it. We're
Try
1 and
last
1,
time, right? Yeah.
1 and 1. So this will decide a champion. You can't leave on a tie.
We got to do best of 5.
I mean, it's
Best of
not
5.
really a tie considering the first one was a blowout in Dwayne's favor.
It was 1v0 the first time.
Dude, I had a couple he liked.
no, it was like 3-0.
You
Yeah,
were
3-0. It was
Yeah.
like 3-0.
I was gonna say it wasn't 1.
It was the first meme off is what you found funny, and that's okay. I thought the fucking best meme of
No,
all the
Big
memes that
Dick-
we've done.
Big Dick Energy was not the
Yeah,
best one.
That was the best one that I've seen.
the
so
best
far.
one was child abuse.
To me. Well, to me, yeah, the best one was Andrew's through all the meme offs so far. I don't think we're going to be able to beat that one because it's still my favorite meme, even with the great ones that I put up today, which are fucking
I pick
fantastic.
a lot of tweets that make me laugh now.
Yeah.
which
Are you
is
on
just
Twitter?
unfortunate. No.
Because Twitter is the biggest porn site in the world.
It's the tweets I pull
What?
off of TikTok.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No,
Yeah,
I
since
thought posting like nudity was like against the terms of service on Twitter.
no,
It's not.
no.
Oh wow.
I could load up Twitter right now, and even though I don't follow any accounts, I could find a lot of porn just
I mean,
immediately.
you think with Elon's grooming accusations
Right.
shooting all over the place, porn on Twitter would be the first thing he would have.
Okay, so let me take that back.
The first thing he would have 86'd.
No.
No.
Why would Elon
So
have any issues with Twitter? It's Facebook.
Well, or sex because he's getting
yeah,
he's
he-
getting his dick sucked every single day. He fucks.
Well,
I mean, he's got children
he's
with
got
multiple
that
different women.
Right mentality of groomers and conspiracy theories, and his brain is what do you call it? Fucking Swiss cheese. He's all fucked up.
I can't believe you think that has a lot of alcohol in it.
I didn't say I
Not
thought
you.
it has.
No, not you. Him.
My vision's getting blurry.
What? Yeah, it's got.
With the 1 or 2 sips you've had out of it.
So when I
lost
was
control of my bowels, I'm gonna flood your chair with diarrhea.
it's okay.
I
That's
think it's
okay.
getting real stinky.
I
in
have
here.
children that can clean it up, and I force them to do that all the time, anyways. So yeah, I don't know. Twitter's the biggest amateur porn site on the world. So
Okay.
when you go down the rabbit hole, you get driven to Instagram, to Twitter, to OnlyFans. That's the zigzag. That's the
I
that's
don't use any of those.
oh well, we have them all, and we don't use any of them really.
I use
Well,
trucker sucker.
apparently you use them enough to know about them.
No, when you're around other people, they influence you, so they'll let you know what they're doing. And
Are you saying that people around you have been bringing to your attention that Twitter is the largest amateur porn site in the world?
And if you go
Is that what
look,
you're saying?
if you go and look, it's
Well,
it's
but that's using it. So either you're using it and finding this out, or you're hearing about it
I mean-
because there's enough weird fucks out there who are showing you the porn they
okay.
enjoy.
I
from
wanted to
Twitter.
see what Andrew was doing on Twitter.
You know what I'm doing on Twitter.
I know what you're doing on Twitter, but I needed to confirm that you like ass play so
Andrew,
much.
pinching my tip. You're not gonna look at my Twitter. I don't want you to see the posts I'm liking.
Too late. I am, butter eater. I'm the Rizzler. I'm the Rizzler. So if you see one of your contacts as the Rizzler, it's me.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Let me get another sip of party juice.
Why'd you make so much?
That was the recipe.
I like
You
this more.
couldn't like cut it in half or cut it in quarter.
You takes a full jug of fruit punch, right? Is that what you do?
One of the big jugs of fruit
One of the
punch, which is
Hawaiian punch.
I love that. Yeah, I love that fruit punch, and then pineapple juice on this episode of Martha Stewart, and then just whatever vodka Chris had left.
I like this a lot more than lemonade. Lemonade, I don't like mixed with other things.
Really,
I can get with the pineapple juice.
pineapple juice is fantastic.
Did you know that pineapple juice causes your
No,
semen to taste different?
no.
Yeah.
And
It
what we're
even
gonna do-
causes vaginal secretions to taste different.
What?
Yeah.
We need to verify this.
Okay.
I volunteer.
All right.
There you go. So you're gonna drink a whole gallon of pineapple juice
for days.
for days.
Yeah.
And then like each day you're gonna jizz into a cup put it in the fridge.
I'll get it straight from the tap.
And then he can like test and see how long it takes
No.
for the change.
This is going on Andrew's
taste.
Twitter. I'm just going to jack off in his mouth is what I'm going to do. It's going on his Twitter.
I'm going to go down
It's
and
one
check
of
the
his
oil.
tweets. One of his tweets.
I'll 86 you all night.
Yeah. 96. What are we doing there, buddy?
96.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's what you
69.
said. That's what you said first. So what else has been going on? Oh, and I want to do a little question and answer thing. But we've got out the spinny board again, if you'd bring up spinny board.
Spinny board?
Yeah. And what I decided to do is you're gonna have to do it in the voice of.
What?
So when you answer a question, you have to do it in the voice of.
It's gonna be terrible. I don't know what does a leprechaun sound like? I do the worst impressions.
Like an Irish person, I would
God.
assume, right?
Jesus Christ,
We're
Andrew.
racist. We're the
And I think that's
most
something
racist thing.
we should do on a regular is maybe do a little action like that. So here, let's name them off real quick.
Can you do voices?
No, I can't.
Oh.
How am I gonna do a meth head?
You can read them off for us, Andrew.
Meth head angry Mexican, which is gonna be,
I'm good at that one.
drag queen.
What does a drag queen sound like? Isn't that just a woman? I guess it depends on how like
Tuck your
into
penis
the,
between your
into
legs.
the role that person is, because it could just sound like a man who's completely
All right,
comfortable.
spin it a little
right?
bit so we can see.
Tape your dong back, and then your voice goes up 6 octaves.
Donald Trump, leprechaun, toddler, pimp, old Asian man,
White supremacist. So I use my actual voice.
Yeah.
Baptist preacher, and we're back to meth head.
So go ahead and come off that. So yeah, we'll have question and answers. It's just
Answer as or answer in the voice of.
you answer in the voice of.
Okay.
And we'll give you both a chance to do that.
Great.
What? You don't want to do that?
Forward to it. No, this will be fun.
I only have like 11 questions. So that's that's all.
Are you going to spin every time a question comes
Yeah,
up, or
yeah.
are you going to spin and that's what you have to do for all the questions?
No, I'm going to give you both a chance to answer in the voice
Oh,
of.
so we're gonna. It's like a competition between us to see who can do
Well,
the best voice.
No,
and
if
answer
one
the
of them gets it
question?
correct, then we can move on to the next question.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is this trivia?
It's trivia, yeah.
Okay.
It's sexual trivia.
Sexual trivia. Wow.
Trivia, my favorite kind.
And we'll see how you do.
Classing this shit up today.
Like we haven't
Fucking
talked
meme
about
off
sex.
sexual trivia. Jesus.
I don't know how we don't have millions of viewers.
Actually, we're fucking snowballing. We were stuck at 37 fucking people forever. And probably after this one, I'm guessing that hopefully we're at 100. We'll do something special for the 100th. You can't
100th subscriber.
yeah. You can't drive if
It
we have
just
100
reminds me
subscribers.
of how pathetic we are.
Why?
We're planning to celebrate our 100th subscriber. What the fuck?
Big deal. We're gonna send him some pineapple jizz.
It
How many
shows how fucking lowbrow and pathetic.
How
we are.
many subscribers does Skitterin have?
At my
Peak.
peak?
Yeah.
I think I had over 1,000.
He had over
But
1,000.
it's dropped off a lot because I haven't put anything out since the
'Cause
last time I
were-
was laid off.
You were monetized, right?
Yeah.
How much money do you have in the bank?
Oh,
Because you can't get it until you get a certain amount, right?
and I still don't think I've hit that amount.
Yeah. So-
And once everything got demonetized, that's that. Even though I already had all the subscribers I needed, all the viewing hours, it just demonetized
Well,
me and never let me get back on.
the problem is you have to keep up on viewing hours.
Well, you have to keep putting videos up.
Well, right. But once the viewing hours fall off because they keep them up for 365,
Yeah.
then you're demonetized. So you have to keep the same amount of viewing hours.
Most of my
So you had 4,000 viewing hours?
Oh, I had tens of thousands of viewing hours.
Really?
Because a couple of the videos
Dude,
I released.
your channel sucked.
Oh, it was fucking horrible.
It was literally horrible.
Yeah, it was like the worst fucking amateur channel ever.
Yeah.
Like 3 of my videos are just 6-hour videos that I recorded when I went to sleep one night, docked in a space station in the game Elite Dangerous.
Yeah.
And all it is you listening to the ambient noises of the station, the announcements that are coming over the radio,
right?
Like ships coming in, going out. Like if a ship
That'd be
blows
nice.
up in the dock.
See, now that's a nice screensaver to have. Have it on your second monitor, just for the chill Minecraft hours.
Yeah. I actually thought about doing like Minecraft because I'm a fucking crazy builder. Like crazy builder. But I
had a shitload of gameplay videos, but yeah, my best videos were ones that I put zero fucking effort into.
Yeah, because I can do the castles, I can do all of that bullshit. So, and they're just ginormous and huge.
Is it mostly just in creative mode?
Nothing in creative mode.
Survival.
I do zero in creative mode.
The absolute Sigma male.
No.
Look out,
I think it's gay to do it in creative mode.
Whoa.
What?
I don't think you can say that.
No, he said it as a cross-dresser, as a trans.
That's the way I identify now.
He used the voice of a drag queen.
I identify as a millennial now.
Wow.
What do you identify as?
Nothing.
Andrew, what do you identify as?
I identify as the straightest man in this room.
Right. Are you on your phone again?
No,
You're just ruining shit today.
You asked me questions about my YouTube account.
Well, let's hear it. Skittering what?
Fuck off.
What the fuck is it called? Skittering what?
Does it matter?
Yeah, it
I'm
matters.
not looking to bring people to my channel.
No, we're driving people to your channel. All fucking 89 of them. Oh my God. Do you have a channel, Andrew?
I don't have a channel.
You do have a channel.
Everything's on Twitter.
And his Twitter handle is
AnalHook69.
Anal Hook.
That's bizarre.
Hold on. With an anal hook. What is an anal hook?
20.
That's one of those ones you put up your butt and then what? It goes over your head, right? Into your mouth?
It can.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't.
What does yours do? Is just an anal hook?
Mine hooks onto my nipples.
Nipples.
Yep. Comes back around and
So does it go up over the shoulders?
and it's even got two little ports for a battery, car battery.
Apparently, it wants me to download an extra app to my phone to be able to.
Studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to do that.
Okay,
So
great.
I officially don't give a fuck about my YouTube.
Well, what was the
channel
name of it
anymore.
though?
Doesn't matter.
Skittering what?
Something like
I'm gonna
that.
put it up.
Nah, don't worry about it.
It'll be put up.
Nah. It's just fucking the three of us. Everyone else fucking cancels.
Well, that's not our fault.
One time somebody shows up and we have a bitchin' ass time
When
and
was
it
that?
doesn't get recorded. The
Oh.
D&D game, of course. It was fucking 6 hours of awesome.
Awesome to you.
We had so much fucking fun, and despite someone trying to sabotage us
Dude.
at every fucking turn, we still completed the quest with all of us alive.
That's so stupid.
So fuck you.
You act like he wasn't doing that on purpose.
You were the one doing it.
No,
you were the one
stop,
swinging your
stop.
sword at us and
Stop.
trying to kill us.
It wasn't Lucas. Who was it?
The first smell of danger and you try and
I know, but-
massacre your friends.
We're surrounded
your
by
party
goblins and
members.
everything, and the goblin fucking king or whatever tells him if we fight to the death, he'll let the last one alive walk out of here. So what does this moron do?
What do I do?
He immediately
Friendly fire.
turns and fucking tries to attack us while you and I are attacking all the goblins.
All
and
right.
then while fending him off because of his horrible rolls,
Dude, he rolled bad every single
we
time.
fucking rocked those goblins.
All right.
Now you're standing there with your dick in your
I know.
hands.
Zach.
It was Cody.
Cody. So Cody did that on purpose. He made that happen because there was a time limit on it, and he made all of that happen.
Yeah, you didn't help.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
No, I didn't help.
From Cody.
I
you
was
had a
looking.
choice to
I was looking
make.
over at Cody, and it was time to go, and so it was either fucking attack you two and kill you
We're
two.
already at the end.
Because he put us at the end. It was all make believe.
It was real to me. I've got real grudges against you for that.
And here's Taylor. Okay, we leave the boat. I need to go back and inspect the boat. And then he inspects the boat, and then we leave, and then he comes back. I need to inspect the boat again.
I wanted to make sure no one was poking holes in it while we were gone. Jesus.
Yeah.
You want to sink to the bottom of that fucking river?
I just need to roll on with the storyline, man. Let's get going.
Maybe I'm just more thorough than
You
you.
definitely are. And then we come back the third time when we're passing the boat. I need to inspect the boat again. What the fuck? Slow your roll, buddy. Everything's going to be
Took
fine.
All of 15 seconds.
He's going to let us know what's going on.
So he would have told us if someone had poked holes in the boat.
Well, we would have found out, right?
Yeah, while we're in it over the water.
We never went back to the boat. We never went back to the boat. Every time we passed you inspected it. It's not like we ever used it again. Time constraints, right?
What if we needed to use it?
Yeah.
I didn't know where we were going.
No, but he
We
wasn't.
might have needed to escape in a hurry.
He wasn't going to allow anything bad to happen to us. He wanted a good experience for us.
No, he let you do whatever needed to happen.
Exactly.
Wait until it
You put it
fucking
in your
next time. I'm
hands.
gonna get a hold of Cody. We're gonna get in the back room together and we're gonna talk some shit and get some stuff planned out. Is what we're gonna do.
You're gonna test the pineapple.
So what the other thing I want to do before we kick this cavalcade of fun off? Cavalcade of fun. This is probably the best podcast on YouTube. I just want to say that right now. And for anybody who disagrees, you can fuck right off.
Disagree.
Well, you can fuck right off. What I want to do, go ahead and finish that, and I'm going to make you a root beer.
Okay. You're gonna have me super
Don't
drunk
give in
for
to the
these.
peer pressure.
It's not peer pressure. He doesn't
giving
have
in.
to do it.
Old fashioned.
But this has virtually no alcohol in it.
But he's gonna put half the bottle into the drink.
I'm not. You tell me when.
Whoa, dude, come on.
Right there. I'm going to say that is probably...
Let's just go ahead and top it off. Come on.
Now, put it in your mouth and tell me that it doesn't immediately taste like a root beer float.
It looks like already curdled. Doesn't it look like there's already chunks in it?
I mean, it looks like a single shot coffee.
What's this supposed to taste like?
Oh, well, it should taste like ice cream, a root beer float immediately.
Yeah.
Is that crazy?
That's really good.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is crazy good.
Yeah.
It's creamy.
It's creamy. And then you
Drink
get
so sweet, I'll beat my meat.
and then you get a little bite on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love it. No, I shouldn't have made him that. I'm just gonna stick with the jungle juice because there's not that is like drinking a beer.
These are the worst things to get drunk off of because you will feel like garbage the next day.
I don't know.
You will feel like. Think about the amount of sugar.
Yeah.
You're drinking just handfuls of sugar dumped in your drinks.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that because I don't like hard alcohol all that much. I'd rather drink beer. That's just me. Because when I drink hard alcohol, next thing you know, I'm going around grabbing titties everywhere I go. So I prefer beer.
Get drunk and like go pick up your kids from the high school or something. See if you can put on a list.
Yeah. All right, let's bring up the meme wars. Let's go for that right now. Andrew, so before you get totally wasted. Nice.
Gotta resize them real quick.
Let's let you read them this time because I did not bring out my glasses.
All right.
If
This
you
is
can read
exciting.
them.
I won't be able to. I'm gonna laugh the entire time.
Luminosity of the sun.
All right,
In our eyes.
bring up number one for Taylor. Oh, you got to bring down the glasses.
Don't eat the potato salad at O'Reilly Auto Parts. I'm going to set the scene a little bit.
Is it an inside joke or?
No, you shouldn't have potato salad at O'Reilly's, right?
Okay, but
he decided to eat it anyways.
and
Look
it
at what
caused-
happened to him.
It caused what?
He's in the hospital.
Okay,
It's massive diarrhea.
in no way does that one sentence imply massive diarrhea.
Well, what does
Or-
it imply to you? God damn it, I'm going to lose this one.
Like if there was a story behind it and there was some sort of context,
Hey,
like just implying you got hurt somehow
Yeah.
eating potato salad at O'Reilly's is not overly funny.
so for anybody who hasn't watched this before, me and Andrew pick out, I thought we were going to do 10. We picked out 5. And
5 each?
5 each.
Oh, okay.
And Taylor shits on them, basically. He picks a winner.
I don't get them.
He picks a winner.
I don't get this. I mean,
Well, it's obvious to me.
Hey, you haven't seen these yet, have you, Dwayne?
No.
Okay.
I haven't seen yours yet, of course. Go and bring her on down. Let's get the next one up.
This makes me horny and hungry for hot wings at the same time.
that one's pretty good.
Can you move it around a little bit so you can see the whole thing, Zach?
Oh, what kind of abomination is this?
I mean, that one's good. I like that one. I can get on board with that.
How long do you think he's been working at that bra?
Look
at he's red in the face. Dude, he's lost his boner 45
Andrew,
minutes ago.
just because you've seen yours before don't mean you can't laugh at them. This makes me horny and hungry for hot wings at the same time. That's fucking funny.
I know, it's good.
All right.
The city of Los Angeles has banned the sale of flavored vapes. I suggest they take it one step further and kill my parents in front of me.
What? I mean, it seems like that escalated really quickly.
Really quickly.
And I don't understand where it's coming from.
Oh, he's laughing so hard it is when he's crying. Okay.
It's the whole situation. Everything, Taylor, you getting pissed off and angry at every single one of these just makes me so happy, dude.
I'm
Makes
not
me laugh every time.
angry at it.
Once you start yelling.
I don't understand it.
You
Like,
just
how does banning vapes
Hold on,
equate
Zach.
to his parents
You're just supposed
being
to
murdered by the city?
You're just supposed to enjoy it. Just enjoy it.
I can't.
All right, next one. What do we got?
My brother keeps sending me selfies like this from school. I don't think he understands we have the same mom.
Yeah, I like that one. That one's good.
Me, your mom.
Every single one of your memes has some sort of disability.
But see, here's the difference between yours. Yours has like some obscure context that's not included in the frame. Dwayne's are nice, simple, and
They
self-contained
slap you in
stories.
the face.
I don't need any other context to understand and enjoy them.
You don't need any context for mine.
But they don't make sense without context.
They don't need context.
Okay, so he's already seen the pattern here. So you're guessing that's mine?
Yeah, I would assume so.
We'll see how many more
He just
autistic.
shouted out, "Why do all of yours contain disabilities?"
Yeah. So we put up 4 so far, right, Zach?
We're gonna see 3 more with Down syndrome, guaranteed.
All right, let's go for the next one.
I bring a sort of requesting backup vibe to the DUI checkpoint.
That's funny. I don't care. That's a good one, Andrew.
Redeemed autist, so it could be either one of ours.
Requesting backup. So
I mean,
that's the vibe you bring.
I think it needs a picture.
Why does it need a picture?
Image to go with it? Because how do I know that he actually has that vibe unless I can see
Look at
it?
the pictures. It's a cat in a hat.
I know, but it's
Yeah,
like
but that has nothing to do with the statement just made. That's just the guy's image on his Twitter account.
Look at how devious he looks though in that picture.
But this is like
Yeah, but I can barely
Oh,
see it
God.
with these 5 fucking suns in my eyes right here. I mean, Jesus Christ. It's a cat, sure. I can see that. It's
So-
a cat wearing a hat. Does that make it funny? No.
Absolutely.
So
No.
I see you're on your phone too much. This brings back. I harken back to days when you would read a book and you'd imagine it in your mind.
Oh, I can do that.
I
but
imagine
not off of one fucking sentence.
I imagine a black guy getting pulled over and just like angry. Actually, what I can. So let me tell you a quick story. My dad's best friend, his name Uncle Harvey, great guy. Yeah, I don't know if he's still alive or dead. My parents haven't talked to him for a while, but he was talking about he got pulled over one time while he was drunk.
Okay.
And they got him out of the car and they wanted to put him in handcuffs, but he refused to go into handcuffs. He was this probably like 5'10", but he was thickly muscled and he just kept his arms out like this while they're fucking 2 guys. And they're clinging on his fucking arms. They couldn't get his fucking arms down. It's a fucking hilarious story. So that's what that reminds me of. Uncle Harv. All right.
Resisting
there-
arrest.
Resisting arrest.
Always hilarious.
If you see this Uncle Harvey,
He
you gotta
got
reach out
fired.
to us.
He got fired for being he was having an affair with the chief's wife, and they got caught in the back of a cop car. So he got fucking fired for that.
I mean, caught in the back of a cop
Seems
car.
like a conflict of
He did.
interest for that chief.
Yeah.
What is that? I need you to paint us a picture. Were they having sex in the back of the cop car?
Mhm.
They had gotten arrested, or they just went back there?
They got caught. They got caught. And God, my dad had half a brain anymore. He's so fucking old. He could tell you the story, but all right, what's next? What do we got next?
Look at the
Here we go.
texture of this drink.
Consider this a fucking warning. Oops,
Yeah.
wrong person. Who's the right person?
Dude, he's hanging hog. He's about to go
Let's
wreck.
fucking-
Some Pidgussie right about now.
That thing is fucking hilarious. I don't care what anybody says.
I mean, that one's good.
Who's the right fucking person?
See, here's the picture you needed.
Well, that's it's got everything you need
Yeah,
in
it
it.
really does. Bam! You got a chicken. You got a strap
That's not
on.
a chicken. That's a pigeon.
It's a dove.
It could be whatever
See,
you
I've
want it to
told
be.
you, you've had
It's
too
an
many of
eagle.
those
It's an
already.
eagle.
It's an eagle.
Eagle. All right.
I mean that like I just want to say this. If I was walking around downtown Spokane and there was a pigeon walking around with the whole fucking like strap on attached to
big
it,
strap on.
it would terrify me. Like just the implications for that bird having
Don't
a
go out to the
bird-sized
Spokane Indians ball
strap-on
game.
on it.
Yeah, don't go out to the Spokane Indians ball game. Andrew.
City folks see a big truck and go, wah, wah. Nobody needs that. They'll never experience the joy of hitting a deer so hard it explodes into a red mist.
This is funny because it's so fucking bad.
I mean, that guy seems like he's definitely from Idaho.
Oh god.
Or like maybe somewhere in the grain belt.
Yeah, Will said it. He does. He does definitely look like
All
that.
right, so yeah, know your audience. We need to get pictures for you next time.
No, I mean, that's just a statement of
I know,
fact.
this is just a bad one.
Yeah,
I like the other ones, but it was so funny because it was so bad. All right, let's bring it down. What's the next one?
Caucasian male, 29, caught driving lifted Chevy truck with 12 guns, portable meth lab, and 2 underage prostitutes. Case of ivermectin, Nazi flags, homemade bombs, and map of abortion clinics. Refuses to divulge his political party. Can we make any good guesses? He looks like he's got an extra chromosome too.
Oh god.
Look at that 5 head.
Oh god, that's so good.
What's the over on a swastika tattooed on his lower back?
For his tramp stamp.
Tramp stamp, yeah.
It's a Trump stamp.
What'd you think of that one, Taylor?
I mean, that one's. I think I don't know if this is. I've seen that picture somewhere before, and I feel like I've read that headline somewhere before.
BBC.
So, I mean, I don't know if this is an actual full just screenshot of an article, but this is triggering, neurons to fire. So I'm pretty sure I've already seen something like this or exactly this.
All right.
So that's why. I mean,
Neither here nor there.
I mean, it's kind of funny, but at the same time, it's not.
I love it.
It's not hilarious. I mean,
Andrew, that's pretty fucking good, huh?
Refuses to divulge his political party. I
'Cause
mean,
you get to the end and it's like, oh, okay.
here,
This
go
makes
bring
sense.
it back up real quick. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that could make his political party any clearer would be a fucking bright red MAGA hat on his head.
That is true, but this picture predates MAGA, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there's no date on there anywhere.
Bring it down a little bit.
Like, you got to wonder, like, if
Can you bring it down
if that's
so-
not like a stock photo.
Right there, BBC News.
If that's not a stock photo, like, where did they find like this picture of that guy? Like, is this the picture he
It's
had on his fucking
fantastic, isn't it?
Facebook? I mean, like,
Look at it. He's down in that sumbitch like crazy.
even for a fucking wacky person that this guy seems to appear to be, like, why would he willingly upload a picture like that for the world to see?
He's Andrew's best friend right there. All right, bring it down, Zach. Let's go to the next one.
Don't make fun of Bubba. This isn't even foam. This is just, these are chunks. It really is curdling the cream.
All right, here we go. What's the
in
next
the
one?
drink.
Andrew.
Mr. William, my pet has stopped eating. What should I do? Blow that Negro head smooth off. Sorry, I entered the wrong number. I hope I didn't cause you any trouble.
This is a text from a friend.
Like,
Well, you can't put the fucking... Oh, fuck. Look at the fucking number. I got to blur out the fucking number that's up there.
why? They didn't.
Well, apparently...
Whoever posted this didn't.
Okay.
So why does it matter?
Is this somebody you know, Andrew?
This is not.
Okay.
Oh,
no.
this is one of your messages
No.
from your phone? Oh. Okay.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it is, then
Okay.
yeah, you definitely got to blur
Well,
that fucking number out.
What'd you
but
think of that meme?
No, it's stupid.
All right, stupid meme.
Rocket. Oh, here we go. Rocket League.
All right, that one's pretty good. But we are. I mean, he's right. We're seeing a trend. You're going after the differently abled pretty hard today, Dwayne.
Dude, that is fantastic.
Differently
I don't care
abled,
what
I
it
think
says.
they would whoop my ass in some Rocket League.
Oh, that'd be
They
fantastic.
strap me in a chair like that. They're already so, you know.
I mean, is this
They'd be
is this like
professionals.
a Special Olympics thing, like ice hockey for?
It's not regular Olympics, I can tell you that.
I mean, it doesn't look like they're on a court. Are they on ice?
No, because those are willed. So it could be a basketball court. That's what it looks like.
What basketball courts are white like that, though?
Oh, they have different colors for everything.
Do they?
Yeah.
I've only seen like shades of brown.
No, they have different colors for everything. If you go out to EW's football stadium, their grass is green. So they
Green.
Yeah.
Or no, it's red.
I was
It's
gonna
red.
say, really
It's red.
weird having green grass.
It's red, excuse me.
A radical thing.
Yeah.
Never seen that before.
It did sound weird when you said their grass is green.
Grass is
I got a
green.
question
Woo!
about it.
It's like, yeah, that's
Okay.
how grass tends to work.
Let's roll to the next one. Rocket League's one of my favorite ones here. That was the last one?
You guys should each
Really?
pick 10.
Well, that's what I thought we were doing because I had 10 really
I
go.
could have sent you 5 more for sure.
Hey, can you bring up that Facebook one
They would have
that
been the same.
I had to bring down? Because this is one of my favorites too. You're going to have to add it back. You deleted it. So he's going to bring up one of these Facebook ones. All right, Taylor, which one was your favorite meme?
I mean,
That was the one I put down. I don't know who Grandma's this is, but she popped up on my people you may know list. Wilma Dickfit.
what a guilt.
Wilma Dickfit. I would always.
God is her main man.
I know, but in video games, you're always skittering, right?
Skitterin, yeah.
Do you ever make up funny names, or are you always Kowalski?
Oh,
usually Kowalski.
When I used to have like groups of people I played like Team Fortress 2 with,
Right.
oh yeah, I always changed my name to something funny as soon as I got drunk, like Rod Shaftington.
Rod Shaftington.
Yeah.
I was always like Ivana Fuck a lot. That's who Ivana Fuck a lot, right? Ivana Fuck a lot. But I never thought of Wilma Dickfit.
I
Never.
did see. I want to change mine to Urethra Franklin because I think that'd be great.
That would be fantastic. So that's our little meme off. I don't know if you give us a winner.
I mean, I think obviously you won.
Right. Well, like 5-1.
I mean, probably not 5-1, more like 3.5 to 1.
So Andrew, look at me.
He just doesn't know his audience.
He did last
You
time
need
around.
to have everything self-contained where it doesn't require any external thought for
the
someone
thing.
like me who's going to analyze it.
I'm just hoping that one day you'll appreciate the memes that I laugh at.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
maybe
keep
I
trying.
do.
maybe-
Some of them are
maybe
funny.
We'll get there one day, but not today.
Some of them are funny.
Understandable.
Some of them are not funny. I think you only had one that was bad. That I just looked at it and said,
I mean, the
Not
text message one I think was just stupid.
yeah. Can we bring back up
That's
the text message one? Not Wilma Dickfit. That one. Yeah, I'm looking at it again. It's pretty bad.
Like what is that? Like is
Blow that nigga head smooth off.
like what is the implication there? That your pet's not eating, so best to just put him down?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm still okay, so here's my list. My list is still the steroid guy going into the Twin Towers. Number one.
No, Big Dick Energy was not funny.
For me, number 2 is the Rocket League. When I saw that, it made me laugh my ass off. I showed my wife, and she just started laughing. And then we went into, oh God, the next one. I can't remember what the next one was. And she couldn't fucking stop
Well,
laughing.
What about the one where what was it, drowning a baby?
Yeah, that's
The first go around.
yeah.
I like that one. I like that one a lot.
That was your favorite one so far.
I think so. Yeah.
It's a little too close to home
Yeah.
because I was held underwater for 3.5 minutes when I was younger.
Yeah,
Well,
parents
I
can be
mean,
bitches.
I could say it hits close to home too because I have a baby. I could potentially drown, but
Are you the one that held me underwater for 3.5 minutes?
I don't think I would have been old enough. Well, maybe.
So if your
How old
parents,
are you?
27.
so if your parents
Oh,
love you
God.
so much,
I could have probably
and-
drowned you when you were little.
oh, I have a question, Andrew, because you're more versed on the Bible than me.
I don't think I
Is
am.
he though?
So of the 144,000 people that are going to get uplifted to heaven when the rapture happens.
That's it?
You didn't know that?
I didn't know God had like a
set number,
a vacancy
limit
in.
I argued
in
this
heaven.
with somebody. So he thought when the rapture happens, everybody that believes in God gets to go up. And I said, well, it's 144,000 people. He said, no, that's just the Jews. Those are the righteous people, right?
Who?
The 144,000 people.
I mean,
you didn't know only 144,000 people avoid the rapture?
Okay, listen. If any of the people who stereotypically believe in God then don't follow his commandments and are just generally shitty people go to heaven.
I know, but I have.
And I mean, you got to question the criteria for getting up there.
So
if just believing in God is enough to go to heaven, then heaven is going to be an absolute shithole.
So hold on. So Andrew, when we were doing our rude Jesus thing, corrected me and said, this is where it happened. Because I read the Bible when I was a child, but I don't remember a lot of it, but I remember a lot of it. Don't remember a lot of it, but I remember a lot of it.
I have very religious people in the place where I work.
Okay, so when
we have conversations about it. So I've been, well, I haven't read it.
Right.
He's given me his perspective
So
on the Bible.
when we're going through the rude Jesus thing, Andrew corrects me on what version it is. And it was like, what? How do you know this much about it? So my question to you is, who is the 144,000 that get uplifted and avoid the rapture?
I honestly didn't know about that number.
What?
That wasn't something I was
Apparently,
aware of.
your whole
Revelations
line of reasoning.
Yeah, he doesn't know that
just
much.
fucked.
So in Revelations, 144,000 people get uplifted. They don't have to go through the rapture.
That's something that they seem to leave out of Sunday school.
But they're only the righteous people. And the person I was talking to goes, oh, that's just the Jews. Everybody gets uplifted.
It was the King James version of the Bible that nixed the Old Testament, right?
The Old Testament became the New Testament, and there's so many versions of it.
But before King James released his version of the Bible,
so
it was considered to be the Old Testament.
So
right?
we're talking like in 400 AD, right? BC.
I mean, I think it was later than that.
800, whatever the fuck it was.
It was never nixed. Any
Bible version. But King James popularized Christianity by picking and choosing the things he wanted from previous Christianity and assembling it into a new modern take on the Bible. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So what I don't understand is how anybody can just say, oh, well, it's a new version. God's will shouldn't have changed between the Old Testament and the New Testament, right? So either humanity has just completely cherry-picked and obscured the whole belief, or
next month is
everybody who's read a modern Bible is wrong, and all of them are fucking going to hell.
Next month is Jesus Day.
I thought that was Christmas.
No, Jesus Day, when he rises from the grave.
April 1st. April Fool's Day.
Is it this year?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't think
it's a trick.
He raised from the dead, what, 3 days later, right? Something like that.
I don't remember. This is not when I
is the implication that he comes back every year?
No.
Well, then why the fuck do we celebrate it 2,000 years later?
Coming back.
Okay, so
I mean, if someone actually visited once in a while, that would be one thing. But the motherfucker only came back once.
Taylor, stop. Have you ever watched the Zeitgeist?
No.
He breaks it down really good. Yeah. So the reason there is a rebirth is because it's a changing of the season. When crops start to come, when spring comes and everything starts to come back to life. It's that, and it's always been that with every single god down the chain. Go watch Zeitgeist if you've never seen it. The first Zeitgeist is amazing.
Is it a movie, Zeitgeist?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
It's really hot in here.
I'll take that out. Or, let me take it out. You guys talk.
It was 3 days he came back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See? Well, I mean, if he did it like 100 times, 100 years in a row, I think I'd have something to be impressed about. But he did it once, and then he never pulled it off again.
Sorry,
so why should I be
being
proud of this shit?
resurrected doesn't get their own holiday. How many other people do you know have gotten resurrected like that? They've been dead for 3 days, and they come back from the dead 3 days later. Of course, we should have a holiday for that. Did Abraham Lincoln do that? We've got a day for him.
Yeah, but
President's Day?
Abraham Lincoln literally freed people from slavery.
Yeah, but he didn't rise from the dead.
Jesus didn't do that.
It's not like he got domed in the theater, and 3 days later he's like, all right, I'm back, guys. I'm back, y'all. Time to go kill some zombies.
Go kill some zombies.
And vampires.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter.
So my question to
Great
you,
movie, by the way.
It is a great movie.
why do you hate Jesus?
Who hates Jesus?
You.
Me? I never said I hated Jesus.
I hate him.
I hate everything involved with him.
I think I hate Jesus.
I just dislike organized religion because I think it breeds stupidity and
I think I hate Jesus. I've come to that realization.
It breeds discrimination.
You hate who
Anybody
Jesus
different
was.
from me must be wrong.
Why do you hate who Jesus was?
No, I don't. You said you said you hate who Jesus.
Yeah.
Like how do you hate him as a person? You don't hate what the religion has become, but you hate him in particular.
I mean, you never met him.
It's all fake.
You don't know him.
Yeah, I do.
For all we know, Jesus was like literally the scammiest of scam artists.
He could have been, or the people that were following him and writing about him wanted to be able to, convince other people to give him
Control
money.
the masses.
Yeah. So who knows if we can hate Jesus or if everything
Obey
that was
these
made up
rules
against
and
about
give
him.
me money, or else you will go to a magical, mysterious hell.
No, well, he saved people. I think when you're ready to die, you should die.
I mean,
who does he get to decide who lives and dies?
Didn't he also lead all of his followers to be nailed to crosses?
No.
I mean, obviously
Some of them
not
died
all of
worse
them.
ways than others.
Not all of them, because Christianity still endures today. But didn't they nail him and his followers up to crosses? I mean, he literally led his followers.
Who was the
to
one that
death.
turned them all in?
Judas.
So Judas made it.
Judas got killed down the line.
And look at his reputation from that, right?
Some of them became missionaries and got crucified upside down. Some of them were stoned. Some of them were boiled alive.
Yeah. Why did God allow that to happen?
To test.
To test us.
Yeah.
No, it's because if there is a God, it is literally the God out of the Old Testament.
So you love
the cruelest of cruel motherfuckers that toys around with humanity like a fucking kid with a magnifying glass fucking around with ants. I mean, that's literally what it is. Look at what he did. How many times did he wipe the fucking world clean in the Old Testament? Like 3 or 4 times? I mean, literally, he flooded the world one time.
Because of
and
all the,
killed
all the
everything
crappy
except for one guy and his boat full of bestiality.
So,
I mean,
did
seriously.
Did Noah not have a couple Nubians on there that he was banging?
Well, if it's a male and female from each species.
No, I'm talking about Noah. We got to repopulate the earth, right?
Yeah. So I mean, well,
so, hold on. This is already disproven because we know all of our ancestors come from one black chick down in Africa, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's 2 white people
Lucy,
in a garden.
Lucy. What's her name?
And there was an apple and a snake.
Yeah, a big snake. Big
a lot of incest going on.
Well, and,
Yeah.
and that's what always makes me laugh when people talk about Christianity being the thing. It's like, seriously? Like, God must have had a real
So you
heavy
hate
hand.
you hate Jesus too?
No, I'm indifferent to Jesus. Jesus was just a fucking guy.
Well, you're shitting on the Catholic religion
No, I'm
or
shitting
the
on
Bible.
shitting on Christianity in
Yeah.
general
So
because
you
of
hate
how
Jesus.
ridiculous it is.
You hate Jesus.
2 people populating the entire planet to the point we are right now. Genetically impossible. We would all be window lickers at this point if it was 2 people. If we survived at
Somebody's
all.
looking through the camera at you and going, "That motherfucker is a window licker."
And
From the memes that
that's
we've
fine.
seen, the majority are window lickers.
Yes. Thank you very much.
We would all be 7 shades of fucked if we came from 2 people originally.
Even if we came-
that's just how genetics works.
Don't they say the minimum amount of people you need to repopulate the earth is 5,000? So you don't start getting
I think they
defects
said
from birth?
I think they said 5 to 10,000 to have like a huge fucking safety net.
Did you
But
say
I
huge?
think it. No, I said huge.
You said ooge.
No, I did not say huge.
He's already practicing for our questions.
Fuck.
You big orange man.
Huge.
All I'm saying is, I think the lowest number is something like
The
200.
hair works.
200 breeding pairs could manage, but you would have to really watch who's hooking up with who.
Yep.
But yeah, a few thousand would be.
So when we're in the jungle and we're all naked and there's 200 of us, who's getting all the women?
Me.
I mean, like, are you
No.
talking about between the three of us?
Yeah, the three of us.
Oh, Andrew for sure.
Whoever is the strongest, whoever could have
They're-
overpowered.
no,
It's the alpha
no,
male.
It's just gonna be Andrew.
Andrew, you think Andrew?
I'm
all he's
dead
gonna do
first.
is lay there in his hammock all day, and they're just gonna shuffle in single file.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
the one underneath the hammock. They're the ones on top of the hammock pooping on me.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
just,
get on
I'm
it.
just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just
well-
saying. Who do you think I think the alpha male is going to get it out of the group too?
Yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't matter
Who's got
about
the biggest
personality.
muscles?
Yeah, whoever beats
So
a
you're
rock into the other
saying
person.
Dwayne?
I can peacock all I want. That's not gonna. I'm gonna get my shit pushed in by Dwayne.
No, I think you sneak off into the jungle and you help the strain. But I think the majority of the women are going to want the big dick, strong, right?
Now he's just talking himself up.
No, I'm not. I'm
now
not
he's-
talking
now
about
he's
us.
just trying to make
How
himself look good.
It's always been in the animal kingdom.
Exactly.
It's always going after. Well, in most of
when
them.
animals were the only thing in the kingdom, yes.
You are an
But
animal,
now-
motherfucker.
Well, I understand that, but we are a more cognitively evolved animal, and we have different preferences other than God, that guy is hung, or he looks like he could protect my children, breed strong offspring. We've kind of, while we still have that in society,
Right.
we've more or less moved beyond just those basic survival traits in our mates.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think anybody.
I haven't.
If there was an island full of half and half, I just don't see anybody, society congregating to one strong man. That's
Okay.
not who we
So-
are as a species
So
anymore.
I don't think you're being realistic.
Why?
So
okay,
hold
so
on.
you're saying that
I can bring up the article and put it in front of you.
You're saying that a large portion of the population of
Oh.
women would all gravitate towards one man to breed with.
For 200 people. Yeah. So hold on. There's an article.
Do you think that?
I think,
Like realistically,
Yeah.
that all the women would just subconsciously fawn over this one guy. So now they're all going to take turns getting fucked and getting impregnated
Trump.
by this one guy.
Trump.
Do you really see that happening with modern day sensibilities? With all the things we know?
yeah.
Really? You think that?
I
I don't think that. If you had an even split of men and women, I think unless someone was just an absolute insufferable asshole
Right.
who might be left out, you might see a couple guys who have 2-3 wives, breeding partners, or whatever. But I don't think you're going to have a significant portion of the female population gravitating towards
So
one guy.
there's this great article out that talks about dating and dating apps now, right? And they went through because women say they don't care about looks, they don't care about build, but at the end of the day, they do. So 90% of the women gravitate towards 10% of the men on the dating apps. So they're always dating 10% of those men. Oh my God.
This is a really shitty comparison.
Oh, it's not, because we're
You're
taking
talking about modern technology and how it affects how we view potential mates. We're not that has nothing to do with a real world situation of 200 people being stuck on an island without all this technology, moving forward.
Taylor, they're still going to go after the pretty people. They're still going to fuck the people with the muscles. They're still going to fuck the people with the big
That
cocks.
means you're assuming that every single one of these 100 women who managed to get onto this island are going to be okay with being shared like a thing. I just don't
They're
see that.
okay with it now. And they sit there and they go, I don't understand why I always get the dick. It's because it's your date. All the women are dating a small pool of dudes that are pretty, that are handsome, that have muscles, that who knows what their dick size is. I'm sure they're sending out pictures, right? They're dating. And I don't understand why this guy shits on me, because you're all going after the same person in these dating apps. Small 10% or is something like 5%. I can't remember what it was.
I think I would
But it was
do
crazy.
just fine in that scenario until they realize my balls don't work.
Yeah.
I can't get off until I'm punching myself in the balls.
Fluff. You're just blowing dust.
I'm shooting straight nothing. It's like water.
Well, what happens with somebody like old with me? I'm more muscular than you two. I'm not better looking than you guys. I'm definitely not.
Says you.
But
But you got that huge cock between your legs. So, I mean...
So, but I'm
you
old.
just start waving that thing around and people are going to gravitate towards
I know,
you.
but here's my point. I'm old. I'm not good for breeding.
Jizz, right?
Once they say the jizz come out, and it's like slime, it's not nice. It's gross. Do they back off and then start going to breed with other people?
I guess it depends on how much they want to get.
It's like
pregnant. I mean, most women don't consider getting pregnant to be the goal in life.
Not now.
You're assuming that 200 people on an island.
We're talking about breeders.
But are they there for that purpose?
Yeah. They're always there for that purpose. That's the only purpose you have in life. That's the only purpose you have in life.
That is absolutely not true.
What other purpose do you have?
You could do research, figure out how to become immortal.
That's not why you're
live
here.
Forever.
Yeah, that's not why you're here.
I'm just saying, if you want to talk about what a purpose in life
everybody
would be,
knows it is to breed.
I don't believe it is my purpose in life just to breed and then die.
I'm here for a good time.
I don't think most people accept that as their purpose. It may end up being their ultimate purpose or the main thing that they contribute to the world, but I don't think anybody believes that their only purpose in life is to pop out children. You know, unless you're Mormon or Catholic.
we lie to ourselves nowadays.
Well, we convince ourselves that our purpose is beyond the animalistic, sure.
But realistic. Men, they say think about sex at least once a minute.
But the way you're describing it is that these people believe their purpose is...
There are 200 people on a fucking island. What else are they supposed to fucking do?
Well, you could build a society.
Let's get that is their society.
No, you're talking about 100%. Just popping children out and repopulating the world. You said nothing about building a functional society.
It's because that wasn't part of our scenario. What I'm telling you, in our society now, 90% of the women go after 10% or 8% of the men. On those dating apps.
You're saying that this island will have like a pre-constructed city. It'll have all this modern day technology that'll help us hook up. How big is the island?
It doesn't matter. It's always been like that, Taylor.
But geography and technology allows us to find these people easier.
Tinder.
No, you see everybody in a group of 200 people. You see everybody. You know everybody. Everybody wants Jimmy because Jimmy is pretty. It just is what it is. All the women go home and masturbate to Jimmy. And if they let us hop on them, they're still thinking about Jimmy while we're fucking doing our thing to him. It is what it is.
But in that case, you're still managing to reproduce despite not being Jimmy.
Are you telling me...
What does them thinking about Jimmy have to do in the long scheme of this thing? You're still reproducing.
No, in a group of 200. They're not reproducing with you. They want Jimmy.
But you just said while they're banging you, they're thinking about Jimmy.
How many?
That's still them banging you.
Yeah, well,
it's still you having the opportunity to impregnate them.
But that doesn't happen in the big societies.
Oh fuck.
Or the group of 200, like a group of apes. Who's the breeding? Or a group of dogs. There's one dog that fucks everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what we got to do?
We're animals.
We got to go to one of those uncontacted tribes in like the Amazon.
Yeah.
Grab 400 people, 200 men, 200 women.
Yeah.
Carve out a piece of the city like New York.
Right.
Stomp them down there and then cut them off from the rest of the world and see what happens.
Well, that's a great idea.
I mean, they're already cut off from the rest of the world if they're an uncontacted tribe. Why couldn't we just observe them in their natural habitat?
Because they're out in the middle of nowhere. And
do you think women don't gravitate toward, just for you, do you think women don't gravitate towards people who can take care of them now?
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Okay. Do you
Everybody wants to be taken care of.
Okay, so do you think they don't gravitate towards people that are more muscular because they think they can be taken care of or protected?
I think a guy who's muscular and yet works at a fucking gas station isn't going to get any more chicks than some ugly guy who's in charge of a Fortune 500 company.
No, because he can do both for them. He can provide for them and give them protection. So I'm saying women are still animalistic. They still go for certain things, regardless of what we want to say.
It doesn't matter how strong you are when you've got a fucking 12-gauge shotgun aimed at your head. God. You're not going to be able to protect anybody.
You see that. 50 Cent had some pretty big muscles.
Okay, let's not talk about 50 Cent.
Why not?
Did he have big muscles?
He had huge muscles.
Huge.
No,
And he got shot how many times?
Whoever tried to kill 50 Cent was just the most incompetent motherfucker ever. Because how do you shoot somebody that many times and not kill them?
Well, that's what I want to talk about.
Because of the muscles.
No, it's not because of the
So
muscles.
we bring this up. This is what I want to talk about. Here's what I'm thinking. Crazy dude up in Las Vegas.
The guy that like drove like 90 miles an hour to get down there.
The one that they couldn't find a motive for. The one that
The
wasn't
night
meant
that
to be.
happened, we were on shift. Taylor was still online, and I had never heard of Live Leaked before.
Still online.
It's taken down.
Oh, you mean still on the hotline?
You were still on the
Okay,
hotline.
I see what you're saying.
And so Taylor brings up Live Leak. And so you actually almost in real time got to see this guy sitting in a chair with his head blown off. Like, what the fuck, police officers? You're already leaking this to the world already? It was insane.
Oh, you're talking about the Las Vegas shooter.
Las Vegas
Yeah,
one.
Yeah.
It was insane. And you got to see all the pictures of the people dead and all of that.
You got to see like
Live Leak is gone.
the crazy amount of like loaded magazines this guy fucking had, like
It was insane.
stacked up next to his shooting.
Now he's
position and
next
all that
level
stuff.
killer. He's a next level killer.
He's the pinnacle of
He really is. and
mass
it's-
shooters. Is
and-
that what you're saying?
And think about it. He's an old fat white guy who killed himself. There's some people out there with, that are in shape that could actually get some shit done. I think you need, if you're going to be a mass shooter, I think you need to gravitate towards that guy.
Not that they outlawed bump stocks, though, right?
Because of him?
I think he was
They
one of the
did
big reasons.
outlaw him.
Yeah.
So we're not going to have another big school shooting or a big shooting like that mass shooting.
Problem solved, right? We outlawed bump stocks. Never gonna have another mass shooting
I just think
again.
all of these guys have.
Mission accomplished, everybody.
I think all these shooters, mass shooters, I just think they have bad aim. Do you think you could do a better job?
I don't think I could. A
They're just-
moving
they're
target,
just fucked up in general.
ducking behind
I mean,
cover.
I don't think that needs to be limited to their mental state. They're just fucked up people.
Yeah,
They're,
yeah.
They're fucked up. That's why they fucked up.
Yeah.
Multiple ways.
So while you're banning us, Taylor would always give me shit because I said, if you can't play nice with your guns, then you don't need to have your guns anymore. And you go, there's no way you're ever going to ban guns.
You're never going to get... There's more guns in this country than there are people. You're
So-
never going to get rid of guns in the United States.
I'm not advocating that anything here. What I'm saying is, if you're going to go do something, be the best shooter you can be.
That should be on a motivational
Okay.
poster.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a bumper sticker up. If you're gonna go be a shooter, be the best shooter you can be.
How does
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right?
Exactly.
That should go
Andrew.
right next to that.
Thank
bumper
you.
sticker.
I honestly hope that pre-crime becomes a thing.
Minority Report.
Yeah. See, because then you could just capture all these people before they commit the crime.
Andrew, what do you think about this?
I love Minority Report. It's a great movie.
It's amazing.
I love Tom Cruise.
I mean, obviously not for lesser crimes, but like the ones based around murder, I would have no problem putting people in jail for a crime that they were going to commit.
Okay, so let's say you murder somebody. Is that a lesser crime than raping somebody who has to live with it forever?
I would.
So what is a lesser crime?
If you feel okay, you want
Well, I would
pre-crime
say,
to be a
like-
thing, but the whole point of Minority Report was he got framed for a murder he didn't commit.
Well, but the whole point of pre-crime and
hadn't
Minority
committed
Report
yet.
is the precogs
He
only.
didn't commit that murder.
But the only crimes that the precogs can see is
Yeah.
murder. They can't see anything else besides murder because
Andrew, did
the
you want another
murder
one or
of
you
one
done?
human between another, it's
Done.
whatever they said. It's the most detrimental societal impact or whatever they said in the movie, which is why they can see only murders. But like imprisoning someone,
Mm-hmm.
raping someone,
Yeah.
I think is worse than murder.
Sure.
Because they have to live with what's been done to them. With a murder, you kill someone and they're just gone.
So we should change our judicial system so murders aren't as bad as rape and kidnapping.
I would say if you can conclusively prove that someone raped somebody else, that they should be like put on an island out in the
I
middle
don't
of the
agree with you
ocean
there.
and
Well,
just allow-
Australia.
and just they can
I can't believe you're shitting on
they
Australia
can-
when they're one of our biggest viewers.
they can fuck around with all the other rapists.
All the rapists down in. So you're saying Australia is just
No,
all a bunch of
the
rapists?
Why would we give them,
Rape Island is Australia.
why would we give them such a huge piece of land?
I
No,
don't-
I'm talking about like
So they can go on there and rape each other, apparently.
like Bird Shit Island.
Bird
that
Shit
one
Island.
island that's like 1,000 feet up in the air.
Dude, that was a great
literally
island.
inhabited by birds, covered in shit. Literally Bird Shit Island.
Yeah.
Send them somewhere like that.
But that Bird Shit Island, we could go and kill off all the birds and start our new society there.
The sex society.
not with all the rapists roaming around.
Well, you're the only one. Jesus Christ. It's okay for me to be rapey.
When was that ever stated?
You're saying we should put everybody that's a rapist on an island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was already Epstein Island. I thought we were heading
Oh,
out
yeah.
for that.
Yeah. When are those names coming out?
Never.
No, they said they were going to release them.
You say so.
Andrew.
I'd go to that island.
You, can,
I'd start it. I'll be
you
the
have
king
nothing
of
on the
Rape- I'll be
names
the
being
king
released.
Of Rape Island. No, I don't know when the names are getting released.
What's the youngest that you would have sex with, Andrew?
18.
18.
Well, currently,
Yeah.
probably 25.
25. You couldn't go back to 18.
No. However old Amanda is, 25. Because I'm
He's
a faith-
afraid she's going
I'm
to
a
watch the
faithful
podcast.
servant.
What's the youngest you could go?
35.
You seeing a little, seeing a trend here?
Hey,
What about you?
Hey, Zach.
What are you thinking, Dwayne?
Zach, what's the oldest you could go? We'll just do.
That's not fair. If she's
What's
got
the oldest?
money, he'd go all the way.
Yeah.
He'd go all the
You didn't ask us this question.
I know. Hold on. How old?
30.
30. Why?
What if it's what if it's a really hot 40-year-old?
I think they,
It is what it is.
dude, their vag starts to drive like 45. So then that's when you got to start using lube and everything.
Yeah, but that's fine.
For you?
For anybody.
All right.
Not that I've ever made known wet anyways. I always have to have lube handy.
Yeah. Well, it's because you have a giant cock.
I've got it in my my ice
silver cock.
dispenser, actually. You put a cup in and lube comes out.
Yeah.
He's got one of those sanitizer pumps next to his bed.
And one thing that I learned about
So it's just lube.
one thing that
I gotta use that idea.
Buy those bulk bags from the store.
bulk bags.
Costco.
They have Costco bulk bags of
bulk
lube.
lube. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Once I work through my 55-gallon drum.
There's some people out there who fuck.
Yeah. Wow.
What about you? What's the youngest you'd be able to bone?
I think I could go back to like 22.
22.
22.
Okay. Less than half your age.
Yeah, and then I would stop around 32, and then I'd have to bump that up to like 40, 45 probably. So that
don't want the ages
whole
between-
section of 32 to 45, crazy dumb bitches. That's like you don't want to fuck them. You don't want to be around them. You don't want anything to do with them. They might give you a great blowjob.
How old would you go?
Oldest.
Yeah. What? Oldest?
Oldest.
Depends on how much money she has.
Dude, I'd fucking, because I haven't banged an old lady.
Minutes before death would be fine.
I think I would go
Yeah.
90s.
The less teeth, the better, right?
It's like she's in the middle of a
No.
heart attack.
Oh,
you gotta
no,
stick
you-
your dick in her.
90s.
I bet you a blowjob from a lady who doesn't have any teeth left in her mouth is about the most amazing thing you could ever
We've all seen
experience.
Yes Man.
Okay,
You know
okay.
how
Well,
the scenario plays out.
that is a great movie. Fucking what a
I've
great
never
movie.
seen that movie.
No?
No.
Oh
but
God, his buddy, he gets forced into getting a blowjob, right?
Because he has
Jim
to say
Carrey.
yes to everything. She offers him a blowjob.
But then he tells his friend, and his friend goes after it. His friend goes after it from the old lady. I think I'd go in the 90s. What's your?
You're gonna bust her both her hips.
No,
and
I'm not.
blow her back out.
No, because I don't have
She's
to.
gonna
I don't have
need
to full
a lot
stroke.
of bone restructuring surgery.
So
after
what's
you're
the
done with
oldest
her.
for you?
Well, like Tom Taylor said, minutes before
Yeah,
death.
Moments before death
Why?
would be fine.
What
Like
is
the
it?
Grim Reaper in the background. I'm boning before.
So you
before
want to
he
see her
takes
body? You want to see her spirit leaving her body as she orgasms?
That'd be the best sex you could have. Guarantee.
It seems like something that might be on somebody's bucket list to fuck someone so well that their last moments were sex with you right before they peacefully passed on.
See, that's a guy's.
film.
That's a guy's thing. Like that's the way I want to die.
That's what
yeah.
You want to die fucking.
Yeah.
Well, you want to fuck someone to death.
It won't happen. I'll be all ate up and riddled
put
with
it
cancer.
that way.
You
That's
have
getting,
to.
That's getting into sounding rapey territory.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, good point. She was already on her way out. How about that?
What if she was really hot? Would you fuck her if she was dead?
Nah.
Really hot.
How long has she been dead?
I understand.
You've got your squeegee or your pump over there, so you get the lube.
Okay.
And let's say she's still lukewarm.
Has she already has she defecated? Has she lost control of her bowels?
You do when you die.
I mean, that happens.
Has it happened?
when you die?
Okay, well,
So if she's been dead for a few hours.
how
yes.
much did she have in the tank? Was it like 4 chili dogs?
No, she was barely eating. That's why she died.
That's why she died. Was she?
Yeah, it was like a runny mess out of her asshole.
So still bile coming out.
And think she peed all
Stomach
through
acid.
her hoo-ha, so it's fucking damn near wet, like normal. Come on, Andrew.
Wet. But
Are you on the?
very-
You're on the
very
fence here.
ammonia
Like
smelling.
Like you just had some of them root beer floats.
The fact that anyone has to think about this is a little disturbing.
I'm gonna say no.
Be the best fucker
Would
you can
fuck
be,
a
Andrew.
recently deceased corpse. It's like, huh, let's consider
Let's
this for a
ponder.
moment.
What if it was a
Let's
real?
get the pros and cons going.
What if it was a really cute sheep?
Still alive?
No, it's dead. It just died. It's still warm.
And there's no moral. There's nothing more wrong with that morally.
You got nothing to feel bad about.
I mean,
The
not
Welsh were doing it
morally,
for thousands
but
of years.
legally, there is
Legally,
something wrong with
It's
it.
only
In
legal in,
Montana?
like 19
Shut
states.
up.
Washington State it is.
Yeah, in Washington State.
Well, in Washington State, alive or dead, if you're fucking animals, that's illegal.
I'll
We're
just
in
grab it.
Montana.
If my buddy in Montana's like, "Hey, I got a sheep over here, just died. You
Just
want it?"
died. Quick,
I'm
get over
getting
here.
in my car. I'm driving 90 on the interstate.
Would you wrap up before diving in there?
No, when I wrap up,
Barebacking it?
I'm barebacking that sheep.
He puts the STD in stud.
No, I wouldn't bang a sheep if it just
What?
died. No,
So you need it to be fucking
it
alive,
has to be alive so it can push back against me.
right? Because you wear the rubber boots, so you put the feet in
Gotta
there.
have something to grab onto and struggle a little bit, right?
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
what he
You
likes.
push it up against a cliff, so
The
it
cliff, so it keeps pushing back
keeps
on you.
pushing back.
Yeah. It was funny when my Uncle Joe used to tell jokes like that when I was like 12 years old. He'd tell
About
me,
fucking sheep.
yeah, it's 40 below. My heater is broke. Don't give a fuck. I'm off to the rodeo. A little left, a little right. I can't remember the song, but he would always floating down the stream with a belly full of cream saying, tie my pecker to a tree, drag my balls across the sand. That was Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe has passed, but Uncle Joe was one of my favorite people.
Did he play a banjo while I was singing this?
He did not, but he was the
You'd
most.
have to learn the banjo if you could do that.
It was crazy because Uncle Joe was a huge loser. Huge, but he was so beloved by everybody because he was so engaging, so honest, and he could make you laugh at any time. So, but yeah, he has since passed on. I remember him coming to my daughter's graduation. Teeth were all rotted out and stuff like that. And I remember feeling like, God, me and Chris should pick up the tab for him to go get his teeth fixed. So,
Pour one out for Uncle Joe.
yeah. Uncle Joe.
Probably not red on this white carpet.
It's funny how somebody like that can be so beloved because he makes you feel good when you're around him all the time.
Look at Pete Davidson.
Hang around with Pete Davidson.
No, but
often?
He's a weird looking individual, but he's, I'm sure he makes everyone feel, good around him.
I don't think.
Do you think he'd ever be
Maybe.
so successful if he wasn't funny?
So
The funniest
my
person alive.
juxtaposed to that is Adam Sandler. Whenever you see him anywhere, he's making everybody around him happy.
He looks like he'd wear those gym shorts and a white T-shirt to his wedding.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw him dressed up?
So
in a movie?
real quick, I want to go over this before we go on to our questions. Zach, what game was Andrew playing? Forest of
Sons of the Forest.
Sons of the Forest.
Mm-hmm.
And Zach, what did you think of the game? It's garbage.
Did you play the first Forest? Yeah. And you liked that? Well,
Oh,
then
here we
seems
go.
that game genre isn't for you, so his opinion is irrelevant.
No, he games as much as you do.
I think the Forest was a fun game.
So, Andrew, why? The Forest. Tell us why The Forest is good.
The first one?
Second one. We don't give a fuck about the first one. The first one's gone. It's gone.
So, a couple of cons about the game before the positives. The cons, the building is pretty crap compared to the first one.
Put it on the level of what? What else?
Like, is it like a complete snap to grid?
Yeah.
I like
You
Snap.
can't customize where you want things to your liking.
You can, but it's different. You know how you had the blueprints in the first one?
Yep.
To build things off of? You don't have the blueprints in this one. You kind of got a set way to build. You can't build over water either.
What?
No, because there's no support underneath it. You can't build over water.
Okay.
That was the best thing about the first one was water. Also, in this one, they did add guns, a lot of guns and ammo.
What?
What kind of game is this? First off,
It's a survival crafting
Horror.
horror. Okay. And then what else don't you like about it?
I don't like the fact that there are no downsides to being hungry, thirsty, or tired, or you're up in the winter zone, and really the only downside is you just have less stamina. You don't take any sort of...
That irritates me.
You eat berries that you find in the bushes.
Yeah.
You take no damage because it's poison or whatever. But you eat rotten meat, you don't take any sort of damage.
What?
You even
Then it's kind of not a survival game.
it's just like nullified. All you do is lose stamina from being too cold. But it looks
Hey,
great.
Nip.
It's a great looking game.
It looks fantastic now.
You have a helper that can bring you the.
That's what you said that Taylor hated last time.
Yep, you got Kelvin to bring you logs. You got Virginia that you can strap up with a gun, and she kills mutants with her third arm.
Zach, come on over here to my mic.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to hear whatever this garbage.
And let me remove myself. Let me get out first, and then you can go and tell them what you think of the film.
Here we go.
Here's
Prepare to end this in tears.
the A+ review from Roger Ebert here.
Yo, games opinions are bad.
Oh yeah,
Medal of Honor was one of the best games.
Why. What, Medal of Honor?
Yeah, one of the best games ever released. You're trash if you think it's wrong. I bet you still play Fortnite.
I've never played Fortnite before in my life. Zach, come on. So only deal in V-Bucks anymore. No, Medal of Honor is a good game. Not as good as any of the good current milsims we have, like Hell Let Loose. Best game that we have for military sims.
Even
Forget
use that,
Call of
bro.
Duty. Forget Medal of Honor. Those are all 20 years ago.
You gotta
Bro,
play
Medal of
Escape
Honor
from
is
Tarkov.
great. Bro, I
You
ain't
want a
going to get
military
yelled
sim
at by a
game.
chick on a Call of Duty, bro.
What did you just say?
I'm not going to get assassed by a woman on a video game, bro. This is my game, bro. Leave me alone. I got on Modern Warfare 2 the other day. I found a woman in Warzone, and I'm like, cool, right? And like, she tricked me, and then she brought like 3 friends after me, bro.
Dude.
Like, they were teaming. This was a solos
You were
match, bro.
thinking with your penis.
I was, brother.
You were playing to get in with the girls on the video game. That's the biggest mistake you make in a game.
Get out of my seat.
That's
What,
like,
thinking with your dick?
yeah, you're getting duped in RuneScape because this chick's coming up to you. Hey, you want to be my girlfriend?
All I know is there's no
5
USB
mil.
attachment for you to put your dick into. So I mean,
Maybe you don't have one.
yeah, well, that's true.
Andrew got super sucker.
You got one of those fleshlights that you plug into your computer and they pulse and vibrate to the music.
I've got the chair that
So you
does it
can
for
really
me.
feel those heavy beats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's called Beat Saber V2.
So when he came over here, this wasn't about telling you how shitty the game is. What this was about was, I hate you, and my games are better than yours. But you didn't say anything that was bad about the fucking game.
You just said it was garbage. Everything's bad. Yeah. You said you put 15 minutes to it. I'm gonna go on Steam and see how much time you actually played it.
Oh,
and
like
if it's
10
still
minutes.
in the minutes,
Yeah, 10
then
minutes.
your review is automatically void. You're like
On to
IGN.
Andrew.
Well, I mean,
Quit arguing
technically,
from over there.
until it reaches 2 hours,
Yeah.
it always displays in minutes.
Zach, go on to them.
All right. Put 2 hours into it.
But then he can't return it because it's garbage.
That's fine. Were you planning on returning it anyways?
Were you planning on returning it, Zach?
Did you already return it?
No, it's sitting dead on his computer. Look at now, he's not even swapping cameras. You got him all upset now.
$30 down the drain and
Yeah.
not gonna return it. I'd return it.
All right. So
I had a buddy that kept trying to play it and it kept crashing on us. So we had to return it.
really,
Yeah.
Is that what he said, or to you, or was
we
it
were
just
trying
shit?
to load it up?
Okay, let's go, Zach. Put it on me.
It's what I should have done with Elden Ring.
All right. So let's go to dirty trivia.
I tried to like it, but I don't like Souls games. So
the first
Why'd
thing
you buy it?
because someone claimed it was different from other Souls games, and
Am I
that
the
it-
one that said
and
that?
No, it wasn't you,
Okay.
and that it would be fun and exciting. And I tried it.
And it
I
wasn't.
put like 60 hours into it, and I was like, I hate.
You
this
got
fucking
your
game.
money's worth. 60
No,
hours
no,
in a
because-
$60 game.
Because I fucking hated every minute of playing the
That's
game.
a Souls game.
God.
You hate playing it.
Even though I tried to love it.
You were entertained for 60 hours in that game.
No, I was
You
not
got your money's
entertained.
worth. It doesn't matter if you
I-
hated it while you
It
played
was,
it.
it
You
was
still
that
got
okay.
60 hours was more work than I've done in my entire career.
Go ahead and go on to them,
the
Zach.
place we work at. Okay.
So stop for a second. This idea, go back to me now. This idea that if you get $1 an hour out of a game, it's fucking bullshit. I'm sick of hearing that.
Why?
Because if you enjoy a game, Andrew, it's totally different. I don't give a fuck if it's $1 an hour. Let's say it's a short game. What was that? What was the fucking game where you go in and you're fighting all of these? God damn it!
If you were to pay $60 for a game that you beat
I know
in
it's
5
vague.
hours and
I'm
you
trying to-
loved it, you didn't even have to go back because the game was over. Do you think you got your money's worth?
So the first game that came out where you go in and it's first person shooter and you're
Doom.
killing zombies. No, it's
Oh.
more recent. And they came out with part 2. It was fantastic. But the game I finished in about 20 minutes. I don't care because it was such a fucking good game.
What game did you buy that you beat in 20 minutes?
I'll look it up while you guys
Because-
talk.
Obviously, it must have been like a fucking mobile game or some shit like that.
No, it was not.
No game. Most games take 20 minutes to get out of the fucking tutorial.
Yeah.
So I don't know what game you could have possibly played where you paid $60 for it and beat it in 20 minutes.
Zach's gonna come
Left
over here and
4
kick my
Dead.
ass. Zach's gonna punch me.
Left
right in
4
the noggin.
Dead was you could get done with Left 4 Dead so fucking quickly.
20 minutes? What? No.
45 minutes.
I would say 45 minutes to an hour and a half.
Okay.
Just to do one campaign.
So you could beat the game, let's say, in an hour. Okay. I spent
But that- you
$35 on that. Whatever.
You can't beat the game because there's like 6 or 7 campaigns.
Obviously, you were bad. So I could go through on medium mode and get to the end of the game on story mode.
You're talking about a game that is meant to be replayed with friends.
I'm trying to be on your
almost
side here.
exclusively. Well, but you're talking about a game that doesn't have a beginning or an end.
It does have a beginning and an end.
Each campaign has a beginning.
That's
and an end.
fine.
But if there's 7 campaigns, there's no fucking way you're beating it in 20
I
minutes.
beat the game.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, in like an hour.
You beat
Whatever.
a campaign.
That's fine, Taylor. In a fucking half an hour. So 7 hours. Let's say there's 7 scenarios, and I beat all of them in 7 hours. I paid $35 for it. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go back and play that on hard mode, extreme mode, or whatever, and do it again. But I enjoyed that game so much that I didn't give a fuck $1 per minute. This fucking $1 per minute thing is bullshit. Look at Skyrim, look at Ark. I put so many hours into them because I enjoyed them. I don't give a fuck that I'm paying $35 for them.
Yeah. I
Does
get
that
what
make
you're-
sense?
I get what
So,
you're saying.
I know, but
you're-
this idea
you're
on YouTube
underselling-
or
you're
gamers.
underselling Left 4 Dead.
I know, but these games where you think, I got an hour, you need to get an hour per minute or
I still
$1
go
per
by that.
hour.
I still go by that rule.
I think
But
it's the stupidest fucking thing
if
ever.
I can get it below $1 a minute, I consider it a
$1 an hour.
worthy, or $1 an hour. If I can get it below that, I consider it a worthy purchase. I don't consider the game a success or that I love it. It's just if I can get below that threshold, I consider it to be a purchase worthwhile. Not that it was a good game or not that I enjoyed it.
But for me, I'm going to hit, and some of them are going to be shit. So
Oh, of
I don't care what the cost is.
Because I think I've got over 1,000 or 2,000 hours in both Left 4 Dead 1 and Left 4 Dead 2.
Right.
I mean, it's just a crazy amount.
No,
of
it's a
time.
great fucking game, right?
Yeah.
So even if you only put an hour in it to finish, what is he doing?
He's refunding. He's refunding the game.
Don't refund it, Zach.
Refund it.
I'm gonna try it.
Don't
do it. Refund it.
This is why you're not swapping
If
the
even
cameras.
half the things Andrew said about the game have changed from the first game, it's
Yeah.
not fucking worth it. Refund it. Buy it again later when it's on sale.
That's the
What's
biggest
great
con
about
is
Steam.
The building over water was the biggest thing for me.
That's not the biggest. It's the
They're
gameplay
just-
has
they're
to be
just putting
fun.
Artificial limitations in the game.
They try to make it more realistic.
But that's okay if the
it's not what you
gameplay
want.
is fun. I'd still be okay with it if the gameplay is fun. It doesn't matter if I can build over water or not. It's still a game has to be fucking fun. I have to enjoy it. Skyrim, fucking amazing. Loved it.
Debatable.
Such a cunt.
Skyrim is one of the most beloved games. Just
because
like
it-
Oblivion.
just because it's the most recent Elder Scrolls game doesn't make it fucking beloved.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm
Oblivion
saying-
and Morrowind were both substantially better games.
In your opinion, other people think Skyrim is
well.
the,
If
is the
if
best.
everybody likes their game to be dumbed down to a fucking fucking level, then yeah, Skyrim's a great game. But Oblivion and fucking Morrowind were way better because it gave more choices to the
It's-
player.
Skyrim's my favorite out of any of them.
Did
I never played any of the other
Yeah,
ones.
exactly. And that's why everyone's like, "Oh my god, Skyrim's so great." It's the only fucking Elder Scrolls game they actually play.
What if they made like
If
the
they
combat?
if they were fucking alive when the other two games came out,
Yeah.
and they played them when they were released, I guarantee you they wouldn't be talking about Skyrim like it's some big fucking great game because it's really not.
We need a remaster of Oblivion, like a graphics update.
Well,
and
haven't you heard of
combat all that.
Skyblivion?
No.
It's Oblivion remade in the Skyrim engine. It's a private team, just like they've got more Oblivion,
They're not
which
gonna
was
get,
the
like-
Morrowind remade in the Oblivion engine.
They're gonna get DMCA'd. It's not
Sky-
gonna get like the project shut down.
Skywind.
Okay, we're going too.
Morrowind remade.
I
in
know
the
we're going too
Skyrim
far
engine.
down
You're
this. It
making
doesn't
things up
matter.
now.
No, I'm not.
The
actually.
review of The Forest, right, by Zach, is the game is shit. Andrew enjoys it.
What's it say on Steam? Because we could figure this out right now.
Very positive, 86%.
Very positive.
It's because there's so many bad games out there now.
No, it's just because there's so many bad survival craft games out there in general.
Yes.
There's so many fantastic games out there now.
Sons of
Is that what you're telling me?
Forest has
What's the fantastic games out there right now?
81% positive.
19% of the people hate it. What are the good games out there right now?
You know, it was just released. That's a great game.
What?
Give me a second. I don't remember.
Returnal.
What is it?
We talked about it last time. Returnal.
Returnal.
It's like a AAA roguelike game.
Look at he's off in space trying to think of the fucking thing. He's got old man brain at 28, 29.
Think of any recent games that have come out.
No,
Any
that
other
just blow
ones?
your fucking socks off to go Red Dead.
Oh, Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, that's what you were talking about.
That came out like 2 weeks ago.
As good as Red Dead.
Yeah, sure. If you can get it to actually fucking run on a computer.
Great in a different way.
So the last one that I played that was fantastic was Red Dead.
I hated the first Red Dead, so I never played the second.
So disappointing.
It's not my type of game. Like, I don't like Old West.
Yeah.
Like, at all. Like, it's just not a genre I can ever
Andrew.
feel connected to.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I thought it was a great game. I never beat it, but it was
Same
great.
reason why I never really liked the Assassin's Creed games. It's just
they're
not
shit.
a genre that I can enjoy.
They're shit.
I disagree with you.
Do you?
I
Do you
think-
like fighting the bosses at the end?
Yes.
It's the same thing over and over and over and
I
over
don't
again.
care. I like the exploration. I like the world building. That I like Black Flag. I think that was the last great Assassin's Creed game.
Okay. Taylor's on his phone again, so we...
No, I'm just looking at my playtime for games.
What is your overall playtime?
Oh, fuck. I don't think you can see that on here.
Well, add it up, bitch.
You
Come
know how
on.
long it would take me to add up? I've got like 300 hours in Cyberpunk. I've got like 623 hours in Team Fortress.
Okay,
2,
give me your
another
most because I got apparently 5,000 hours in Ark.
1,366 for
That's your most.
Left 4 Dead 2.
That's your most?
Yeah. I don't sit down and play a game until the game servers come down. I can't play a single game over and over and over every single fucking day and be happy playing with it. I have to have some sort of variety.
Okay.
Otherwise, I just don't want a game at all.
Exactly. So here we go, Zach. We're going to go to our questions. So we're going to do some trivia. We're going to do some sexual trivia. And the boys are going to answer in the voice of whatever we spin. So give it a spin, Zach. What do we end up
Who are
on?
we starting with?
Both of you. Give it a better spin than that. What did it land on? Meth head. You have to answer in the voice of a meth head.
My normal voice.
Here we go. What percentage of men claim to shave their pubic hair regularly? In the voice of a meth head.
Who's answering first?
You guys pick.
I don't
It
know what a
doesn't fucking
meth
matter.
head sounds like.
We'll figure it out.
I have all my teeth. I can't whistle when I say S's. So I mean
35%.
You just fucking start scratching.
The bugs. 35%.
You got to get the scratching sounds into the mic. Yeah. It's got to be part of it.
35% for Andrew.
Of men that shave their junk, huh?
Men that shave their junk.
Do you think 35%?
Yeah. Was that low?
Like, are we talking about like shaving all the way down, like baby smooth, or are we talking about trimming?
So the question, let me get back to the question, if I can unlock this fucking thing. The question is, what percentage of men claim to shave their pubic hair regularly?
I don't do numbers good.
Yeah.
You need to hit a meth, dude.
17.
I've got a pipe you're gonna hit.
And your answer was what?
well,
Mr. I can't keep the mic by my face.
It was 35%.
35%.
Like, I don't know what a meth head sounds like.
So
Should I just talk really fast?
So when we talked about this before, you guys assumed that everybody's shaving their shit. But it's 10%.
10%.
I win.
10%.
17. Sweet.
And, yeah. So
Regularly.
yeah, Taylor is the winner on this one. So you guys are a minority because both of you shave your balls.
Well, I
We're both
trim.
white
yeah,
males.
but I don't. It's not like I'm getting baby smooth down there or anything.
I'm getting baby
I thought
smooth every
I thought
time.
you were with your balls.
I
Because then
used to.
3 days
but
later, it's the itchiest
it's just
thing on the planet.
it's too much to. It's too much work going all the way down.
Yeah. Are we ready for the next one? Give it a spin, Zach. Go ahead and put it on there.
We're gonna be so offensive. There's no way.
Drag Queen.
Queen.
What TV character must have sex every 7 years? What TV character must have sex every 7 years?
I don't know. What?
Just pick one. What TV character must have sex every 7 years? Taylor, you should be all over this
Why?
because you have sex every 6 months.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
No, do you think he'd say that on TV?
Yeah.
Give me a better
absolutely.
answer than that.
No, I think
You sound like a British judge.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
That was your drag
I don't know
queen
what
accent?
Every drag queen I have heard that is not in a movie just talks with their normal fucking voice. So I guess I'm doing it right now.
God, you guys are horrible at this.
Well, you know what?
Buffy the Vampire
maybe
Slayer.
if you didn't come up with some stupid fucking accents that aren't actually accents
Yeah, they're accents.
or voices, fucking meth head. Anybody can be a meth head and they can talk however they want.
No, they can't.
Yes, they can.
Andrew, what's your final answer?
It's Buffy.
See, he wins this one, even though you're both wrong. 1-1. It would be Mr. Spock.
Spock. What is it?
He can only have sex every 7 years. He,
He
has
can
to.
only have sex.
Oh, I think
not
he has to.
Okay.
He has to. Okay, spin the wheel.
I don't remember that in Star Trek at all. I don't remember those episodes.
Donald Trump.
Remember, you gotta pop out your fucking lips.
What did
Like you're gonna
Socrates?
suck a dick right in front of your face to do Donald Trump.
All
He
right.
does have
Put
some
on me
good
while I read the
dick sucking
question.
lips.
What did Socrates, Aristotle, and Janis Joplin all have in common as Donald Trump?
Gotta get the hand motions out there too.
I know this one.
As Donald
know
Trump,
this
please.
one. I'm the smartest answer. They all had lady boys that they had sex with on the daily.
Wrong.
They're all modern day philosophers. I don't know, like in their time. What do they all have in common?
What do they all have in
They all
common?
have wonderful lips. Wonderful dick sucking lips.
Taylor wins this one, even though he's wrong. They were all bisexuals.
Oh.
They were all bisexuals.
So my answer was still accurate though, because
No, because if she's having sex with a dude, you said lady
Baptist
boys.
preacher, huh?
Baptist preacher.
Janis
What does that
Joplin looks
sound
like a
like?
man.
In which countries are condoms most commonly used? In which country are condoms most commonly used?
Germany. Hallelujah.
Dude.
Praise God.
Praise Jesus. What's your answer?
Baptist preacher, huh?
Shit.
Where are they most commonly used?
Baptist preacher. Because you're getting judged on two things here. Not only your answer. You can trump an answer by using the correct fucking lingo.
Is it Africa? Are we sending condoms to Africa to
It's Italy.
have sex?
It's Italy.
In which country?
Because of those goddamn dirty Catholics that are over there. Fuck the Catholics!
Okay, you are not a Baptist preacher.
Wait, you're using the Lord's name in vain.
So the first
Oh no, but don't the
Be
Baptists
gone.
don't the Baptists hate the
Satan.
Catholics?
so the first thing I'm
Or is
gonna
that the Presbyterians?
it doesn't matter.
They
You
all
did
hate
you
each
did
other.
not do
Yeah,
a Baptist
yeah.
preacher. You are horrible at Baptist preacher.
That's fine.
Japan.
Oh.
Spin the wheel.
You think they would outlaw condoms
Yeah, I
or
know,
something,
right?
right?
With their diving population. Yeah. Same with South
What do we got?
Korea.
A leprechaun.
I don't remember how tricks are for kids. Tricks are for
What is
kids.
the most common sexual complaint of females over the age of 50? What is the most common complaint of females over the age of 50? As a leprechaun.
Can't get it up, matey. Matey? What the fuck? Sonny?
Wrong.
Pilot?
Wrong, but that was a fantastic
I'm
leprechaun.
gonna have to copy his leprechaun then.
Okay.
Ooh, it might be those dry vaginas.
Oh, God, he did, but he got the answer correct, and it was a fantastic leprechaun.
Was it dry vaginas?
It was for vaginal dryness.
Oh man, I guess you get my pot of gold.
You don't get a pot of gold. You get a fucking dry vagina. Oh, yeah, get that dry vagina.
That's
oh,
That's
oh,
so
my
German.
vagina hurts. Oh, stop it. Oh,
He's just kind of cycling through a bunch of different accents.
it's, hey.
You just want an excuse to
Oh
show us
my
up.
God! Spit on your penis before you put it in me. All right, let's go to the next
He's
one.
all over the place.
What's the next one?
Hitting the fucking spectrum at this point.
I think we're all on the spectrum.
Old Asian man.
You can't do that without sounding racist.
It's okay.
You're damned if you do.
It's
You're damned if
okay.
you don't.
It's okay.
Not good.
What American president said? I did not have sexual relationships with that woman. What American president said? I did not have sexual relationships with that woman.
It's just whoever's brave enough to
Old
have that
Asian
I know,
racist
that's-
accent.
You
here.
got to be an
We
old
both
Asian
know
man.
the answer, but you put us on the hardest accent
Yeah, exactly.
that we're gonna get flack over.
Versus a fucking meth head. Come on.
Yeah, because that's not a race.
Exactly.
What American
You don't
president?
need to reread the question. We know the fucking answer.
Who said-
It's just that nobody's gonna fucking do it. Nobody's gonna do it in an old Asian man voice because
Here he
nobody
goes.
wants to be
Here he
labeled as a
goes.
racist fuck.
I did not have sexual relations
We
with that woman.
know what the answer
Here,
is.
Andrew's
we
going for it.
know the question.
Are you gonna win or are you gonna lose?
Bill Quentin.
That's fantastic, Andrew. Thank you very much.
Glad I can be of service.
You didn't specify, so I'm gonna go with Asian American and just say Bill Clinton.
Andrew wins, hands down. Oh, thank you very much. That will be Bill Clinton.
I was gonna keep it short and sweet, just so it could be as least offensive as
All right,
possible.
let's spin her again, Zach. A toddler. You have to answer this as a toddler. The average couple.
I don't have any toddlers. He's got one up on me.
The average couple has sex blank times a year.
A year?
A year. How many times an average couple has sex blank times a year? As a toddler.
Goo goo gaga. 60 times.
That was good. That was good. I like that. I like that, Andrew. Okay, can you beat it?
Probably. The fuck was that?
Why'd you go for 60?
Because I think once or twice a week.
Once or twice a week. Okay.
60 is a good number.
So that'd be just over once a week.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, once or twice a week is over once a week. Bozo.
As a toddler. Let me reread this for you, Taylor.
Oh, fuck. You don't
The average couple has sex blank times a year as a toddler.
My mommy and daddy like to bone 107 times a year.
Okay.
Holy shit.
See, that's what I'm expecting here. Andrew was closer.
Really?
66 times a year.
Wow.
But you were so fantastic. I'm giving you the point. I'm giving you the point.
I'd be offended if you didn't give him the point for that.
You know where I got that voice from? Have you ever seen that? What is it, like the Dan Hertzfeldt video? The rejected videos? No? The cloud, his anus is bleeding.
No.
I am a bonita.
Yeah, this would be better if you were
Doesn't ring
drinking.
any fucking bells?
I think you're going crazy.
All right,
I think you're hitting
Zach,
the
let's
pipe.
get a spin on this.
Okay, no race. Here we go.
What do we got? Not happening.
No,
Let's go for
spin it
another one.
again. Leprechaun, spin it again. Toddler, spin it again.
Let it go until it stops. Let it go until
Toddler.
it stops.
Jesus Christ.
White supremacist.
Wow, this isn't gonna be bad or anything.
Sex burns how many calories per minute? As a white supremacist, sex burns how many calories per minute? Now we're going to let Taylor go first.
Why?
Because you were the last one to win. How many calories does sex burn per minute? He's having a. Why was a toddler easier than a fucking skinhead?
That's
I mean, your
because-
head's shaved, bitch. Let's go.
Not shaved.
Yeah. Sex burns how many calories per minute?
I burn 35 calories a minute smacking that white ass.
It's good shit.
Fuck, I don't know.
Andrew, let me reread it. Sex burns how many calories per minute?
I'm going to say...
As a white supremacist.
I'm going to say... When the Afro-American bangs my wife in the back corner of the house...
Cockholding.
The damn dirty Jews. God, I wish we could eradicate them off the face of the planet. That's why I got this swastika tattoo on my forehead.
It's totally getting suspended.
They say this sounds like they're burning 20 calories a minute.
Okay, both of you had shit white supremacist accents. I'm going to tell you that right now. They were fucking horrible. 3 to 4 calories per minute. So Andrew was closer. I have to go after the correct answer because both your white supremacist accents were fucking horrible.
I don't know. I don't watch a lot of white supremacists on YouTube.
Like no matter what you do, if you do a southern accent, people are gonna get mad at you. Like what?
Shit, hee haw! When I bang my wife, yeah, I'm giving her the fucking high one.
Redneck.
Okay.
That's just a redneck voice. You saying all rednecks are white supremacists?
On to the next one. Let's
Yes.
spin her.
I guess so.
Let it stop on its own. Pimp.
Toddler.
We're on pimp.
This is the most offensive podcast.
How many women will give their boss sex to get a better job, a salary increase, or promotion?
What
How many
percentage?
women, 1 out of 100, how many women give their boss sex to get a better job, a salary increase, or promotion?
Well, my hoes, they try to give me sex at least once a week to get a promotion.
Okay, but how many out of 100?
Well,
Because you have 100 hoes, right?
There's Amanda.
There's Amanda.
Claire.
There's Amanda. There's Amanda.
Probably, well, 10 out of my 100
10 out of 100
have given me a blowy in the back of my
Yeah. Motherfucker.
In the back of my Suburban.
No, you have an Escalade.
White.
You can't afford it, but you got one. Okay. So let me ask you, Taylor, how many women will give their bosses sex to get a better job,
This is terrible.
salary increase, or promotion? How many women out of 100?
When I'm out there pimping my bitches on the street and slapping them hoes, I get at least 17 of them bitches who gonna suck my dick for a raise.
Okay. So Andrew was closer.
Yeah.
But again, you killed it. So we're going to go, it's 13 out of 100. 13 women out of 100 will fucking
Man,
get.
closer by one, too.
Yeah.
You're almost right on either side.
Yeah, you
of
guys
it.
were good. Both of you were good. But obviously, Andrew, you're letting the team down.
I am.
We got 2 more questions here, and this will determine a winner. Zach, you want to spin it?
What if we...
Why can't you have done something like Old Woman? Something that's, simple, straightforward. Fucking
What do we
drag
got?
queen,
What haven't we
Toddler.
done yet?
What do we got?
Baptist preacher.
Angry Mexican.
Can't do Mexican.
Well, that might be your downfall in this game. Women report that they often fake orgasms, but how about men? How many men, what percentage of men fake orgasms? And you have to do this in what voice?
Angry Mexican.
Angry Mexican. So, Andrew, this is you. Taylor, you go first this time. He went first last time. Angry Mexican. How many men, a percentage, how many men out of 100 say they have faked at least one orgasm? I am part of this group.
At least one in their entire lives.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the Spanish word for this number.
I think the number is sometime around 9%.
Dude,
I don't know. Fuck.
that's like Palestinian. That's like fucking Palestinian. That is the worst fucking accent
Probably.
for Mexican I've
Yeah.
ever.
No,
fucking
I
throw it on
agree.
me.
I
That is
agree.
like the worst fucking accent for fucking ever. Okay.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
I think it's somewhere around 9%.
That's the best sheesh I've ever heard in my life.
That's, fuck.
That you upped your game with that one.
Well,
Good thing we gave you a do-over.
It doesn't sound very good to my ears either way.
Andrew, let me repeat the question for you. Women report that they often fake orgasm. But how about men? What percentage of men say they've faked orgasm at least once?
20%, puta.
Dude, that's fucking. You just did an Indian.
That was no way
You just
Indian.
did an Indian. You got to look back on this when we post the podcast. I'm gonna say that both your accents suck, so that's gonna nullify.
I agree.
No, absolutely
They were
not.
fucking awful.
But the percentage is 19% of men have faked an orgasm. Yeah,
Really?
at least
Like,
once.
Why? Like, I mean, if it's some crazy
get it
bitch
over
that you
with,
just
I
don't
guess.
want to come in and potentially risk
Do
getting
we want-
pregnant, I can understand.
You've never
it.
faked before,
No.
Andrew.
No. When I have
No.
sex, I'm going to blow a load. That's not in dispute.
Okay, so I'll go back in time when I would do acid back in the day. You couldn't come on it, so it was like
That's not faking. That's just having the inability
no.
to come.
So
That
it was
is a drug
about four.
suppressing
I know
the
about
ability.
4 hours into it. I just said I'm done. I did my thing.
God, dude.
I lied.
Yikes.
About 4 hours.
But that's not
miserable.
you faking it.
It was. I said I finished.
just- oh,
I said I
you
finished
actually
and
said-
I'm done.
There
There
I go. Oh my God, I'm coming.
See, here's the thing I don't understand.
I'm
Here's
coming.
the thing I don't understand. A woman,
Yeah.
sure, there's some different things that happen between women
No,
when they
it's all the
orgasm,
same.
But it's fairly easy to fake an orgasm for a woman.
No, it's not.
But listen, A guy, you're always if you're gonna go, you're gonna come. She's gonna have that shit falling out of her and drizzling down her leg at some point, and if it just never happens, that's a little suspicious. So
no, if you're
it seems like it'd be a lot harder for a guy to like legitimately fake an orgasm.
if you're wearing a sheath, then they can't tell.
I guess if you're wrapped up.
If you're wrapped.
You're not having 4 hours of sex on acid in a condom, though.
No, it was absolutely
that
horrible.
Thing would be so worn out and broken to pieces.
You smell burning rubber.
Exactly. I was just like, this is stupid. And I'm drinking copious amount of beer and I'm getting nothing out of it. So I'm drinking beer while I'm doing my thing and I'm getting nothing out of it. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, fuck. Everything's kind of sparkly. It's stupid. Don't ever
do it on ecstasy.
Children never do acid. So when you were doing ecstasy or Molly, do you come faster?
I never had sex on Molly.
On what?
Molly.
Ecstasy?
Molly. Ecstasy. Yeah.
Have you had, because it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had sex on ecstasy?
No.
What have you had?
Yes, I have.
And did you blow
On
your load
ecstasy
quicker?
/ Molly. I never had sex on either one. No.
So
Never
what
been
was a
on
draw?
Hallucinated drug and What was the draw?
Yeah.
Oh, we laid in bed and felt each other. All 4 of us.
Who was in this bed? Dude, no, stop it. Stop it. Who was in this bed? Was it Lucas?
Charlie Sheen and Hillary Duff.
Lucas was in this bed.
Lucas was not in this bed.
Did you rub his hair?
He wasn't in the bed.
I mean, Taylor's a hairy motherfucker. Do you have back hair?
Oh yeah.
But you have nothing.
I'm a fucking Yeti.
You're nothing compared to Lucas. So were you like running your fingers through his hair?
I would if Lucas was there.
Yeah, because
Guaranteed.
that's your best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who was there?
Beats me. I don't remember.
First names.
It was so long ago.
First names.
Oh, not first names because you guys know who they are.
No, we don't.
Chad, Frank, and Rupert.
3 dudes.
Well, no, did he ever say there was a woman there?
Amanda was there and another woman.
So
another
why
man.
wouldn't if you just threw out Amanda?
Yeah.
Okay, so who else was there?
She was there. No one that I did.
What was Amanda doing during this experience?
She was there on mushrooms, I think.
She's on mushrooms, which are fantastic. You can't do too much of them because then they just lose their potency and then you become a shithead. Taylor, agree?
What?
You can do too much mushrooms.
You can do too much of anything. You can do too much cheeseburgers.
No, you really can't. I've been eating them my whole life.
You can. When it results in death, you can. I'm just saying, you can do too much of anything.
Everything's going to result in death.
You can have too much caffeine.
So you could still go do mushrooms right now and the potency would be fine. We got 2 minutes.
I don't know.
We got one more question, then we're out of here.
Been decades, or at least 1 decade since the last time I tried mushrooms, so I don't know.
I'm still trying to get to the bottom of who was there. How do we know everybody that was there? Amanda?
Huh?
Amanda, who else?
Who?
Rupert, Frank, and Chad. We already went over this. He's lying about everybody else.
Fuck, he just doesn't want to open up. Like if my wife was there and other people, I would let you know.
It was like a human centipede thing.
My wife's
It was
not into that.
There was a lot of weird stuff going on, but not mostly sexual.
What was it then? What was it?
It was spiritual.
Shut the fuck
It
up.
was. No, I'm being serious.
Yeah. Okay. Spin the wheel, Zach. We got to get the fuck out of here.
There aren't any we haven't done though yet, right?
Pimp.
Well, let's go to one.
How about we just pick one that we haven't done?
Do one we haven't done. No, we haven't.
There's no way.
What was the best one? Toddler. Let's do toddler again. Think you'd whoop my ass in this.
No.
Yeah, because there's 10 different selections
Zach,
and we're on
go to
question 11.
Go to another one.
Just have him read off one we haven't done. We don't need to spin the fucking wheel.
Bernie Sanders. I'm gonna pick the last one. Bernie Sanders.
Is he even up there?
No, he's not up there. But
So now you're just making stuff up.
you said pick one.
Pick one on the wheel.
What is the sex act which prostitutes tend to enjoy the most? What is the sex act which prostitutes tend to enjoy the most?
Anal.
Dude, that was not Bernie.
That was
Give it a
angry
shot.
old white man.
We can put that up next time, but let's do a Bernie.
It's not like I've really heard Bernie talk a whole lot.
Dude, you've heard him talk a ton.
He talks quick and Ricardo talks like this.
It's the millionaires and billionaires that are causing all the problems.
Exactly.
We gotta get everybody's money. We gotta spread it around to the rest of the world. And then after everything, we need to get Medicare to everyone.
Right.
Is that their least favorite or their most favorite sex?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Oh, God. That's fucking horrible.
Well, seriously, what was the question?
What is a sex act which most prostitutes tend to enjoy the most?
It must be the blowjobs.
God, you're both
That's
wrong.
so much work.
Sucking on
a
something?
missionary. We'll say missionary.
All right,
Can I
Zach,
change
bring
my
it back to
answer?
me. That's your answer, missionary.
Missionary. Missionary sex is their favorite.
You're going for what he was doing.
I am.
Taylor, that was off the hook. Good job. I'm proud of you. You're wrong, but it was off the hook. So the sex position prostitutes enjoy the most.
It's hugging the person while they're crying. They're weeping into the pillow.
You would think that it would be exchanging money, but it's not. It is the 69 position because they're actually
What? That is exactly sucking a dick. That's what I said.
no.
That's literally what I just said.
You're sucking a dick while you're getting your hoo-ha eaten out.
Which is still sucking a dick. You're talking about what the prostitute is doing.
You win from
not
the
what is being
accent
done to the
anyways.
prostitute.
Let me reread this for you.
Fuck you.
Bernie. What sex act, not a blowjob,
Does
which a prostitute tends to enjoy the most? 69.
so
That seems like the worst thing you could do with a prostitute, doesn't it?
yeah, get
It
your
really
mouth down
does,
there.
dude. Yeah. I mean, if you enjoy a load of cum in your fucking mouth, it's like kind of gross.
Or herpes for life.
Yeah.
That shit,
also.
that shit's forever.
Okay, but it doesn't matter that your answer was so shitty because you got it correct because you answered as Bernie Sanders. And dude, then you went and tried to copy him afterwards.
I did because
and it was horrible.
that was peak. Your toddler and your Bernie Sanders. Who would have thought?
So,
absolute champ.
So I think that's going to conclude this episode of the Unfamiliar Podcast. Thank you for joining us.
Hooray.
Huh?